You seeing it
Did you
do the
test
thing
it?
on the test thing on the Facebook? You got to test it, otherwise it gets screwed.
I'm going to look.
Check. Check, check. It's probably not even Facebook, is it? Talking. Hello.
I'm going to take credit for that. So I finally just had to go over there and show Adam Gordon how to do it. Not true at all. You know what?
Are we
We've
live
got,
again or are we not live? Oh, we are
Oh,
live
dear God.
again.
Just got a direct message from Eric Kudla.
Really?
AMA official Eric
Oh,
Kudla.
my.
So we are under the radar tonight.
We are really going to have to mind our P's and Q's.
Hey, this is the Bottleneck Live Show. Sounds like our audio is finally working. Thank God for that. We got an action-packed show tonight. Sorry about the first couple feeds. We're getting real fancy. We got a couple of big cameras, so we're out of our element, Donnie.
Yes, it's
a little bit.
I'm kind of just, I don't know what to do. There's
Look
too
at
many.
that camera.
Why that one? That one's pointed better.
Well, that's what you would think, but you're wrong.
I guess. I mean, it looks good in the video on here, so I don't know.
Want to thank, first and foremost, our sponsors. I think is your audio up on that?
What? Oh, it might be. Probably is, yeah.
Want to
typical.
Thank Tom's Marine Sales and Service for hosting us tonight here at Ironman Raceway, and, of course, Fly Racing for everything they do for us. Check them out, flyracing.com, or visit Spikes. You guys don't sell fly gear here, do you?
Yeah, they do, I think.
Lori, do you sell fly gear?
They do. I know they do. They just
Okay,
don't
come on out to Tom's Marine and get your fly gear.
You can get it anywhere.
Check out 92 Crew. Check those guys out, 92crew.com. We have a 92 Crew rider coming with us here in a moment. That is Ronnie Rush. So we'll talk with him a little bit. And then we've also got mine's frozen. I hope that's just my phone.
Mine's looking good, but I'm on the Wi-Fi.
Also,
no, I'm not on the Wi-Fi, actually.
Want to thank Phoenix Handlebars. Visit those guys, phoenixhandlebars.com.
Yep.
You can pick those up at Spikes.
I had 2 pink Phoenix Handlebar shirts to bring tonight, and I forgot them.
Son of a gun.
I know.
We owe them.
Yep.
We'll do it for the recap. It'll still be October.
Right.
Possibly.
It might be January.
Possibly, but we will wear
You know
them.
how this operates.
And then, of course, who else? I'm missing somebody. Sickwicks.
Yes.
Aaron Bannister of
Why did you
Sickwicks.
like all of his pictures on Instagram?
I was behind.
You were very creepy.
I had not realized, so I just got right in there, and we messaged back and forth a couple times.
I saw that, and I'm like,
Bannister
what is Mikey doing?
I had to, it
Went
helps
full
him.
fanboy on the Sickwicks.
It helps him in the algorithms. I promise
Really?
you. Yeah.
Really?
It starts popping up in feeds. It pushes him to the top.
Really?
I'm telling you. I do
what
this
do you
for a
gotta
living.
do? When do we got to do to get a blue check on our name?
That I have no clue about.
Yeah, see,
I don't
it's
worry
above
about
your
that.
head. You can algorithmize your all the way to the blue checks.
Yeah. Stu hat, no Bush beer disrespect. I didn't know the we do have some Keystone Light. Which it's like Bush Keystone. You think?
I'd say that's probably
Probably
adequate,
accurate. So yeah. Want to thank those guys. Eric Kudla gave me the thumbs up. So
That's scary.
should we jump in? I think
we should probably jump in, but we should probably do the Lucas Grounds Arrive and Ride thing first.
Right. So
do that
before
wheel
you spin
thing.
it.
I got to turn it around and get us all figured out.
Okay.
here. You can talk. I'll get it figured out.
That's perfect. So if you guys knew, for the Lucas Grounds Arrive and Ride, that is sponsored by Spikes, as well as Husqvarna made that happen. And basically, you can talk more about it. Basically, they get to come and ride like a pro.
They're gonna get to come ride like the pro. Like we'll do the drawing, see who wins it, set the bike up for them. They'll show up Sunday with their gear. Entry fee will be paid. They can pick whatever class, whatever race they want to do. We'll be out there to pit for them and do all the important stuff. They just got to show up and ride and kind of just have a good time with it. So.
And you guys did this for the Hoosier GNCC.
Yeah, we did
earlier
it the
this
last
year.
race here. A friend of ours, Corey Roth, he won it. We had a great time. He had a good time. He
Yeah.
hadn't raced in years, so it was really, really cool. He had to come buy riding gear. It was really funny because he didn't have any of the
Oh,
stuff.
that's fantastic.
But it was neat. So yeah.
Am I signed up for this? Do I have a shot at winning it?
Did you send in $65?
I didn't.
Probably not then.
All right. Well, that's fair. Well, let's.
I
do it.
guess let's spin the wheel. We'll press the button here and see who wins this sucker. Are we ready?
I'm ready. Now they don't have to be present watching to win. Right?
No.
Okay.
If you win, you win. You ready?
You win. You win. All right.
Spin it.
Spinning.
Here we go. Here we go.
Drew, you're real now. You got cameramen and everything.
I know it's terrifying.
The audio is a little bit. Oh, lift it up. He said, lift it up. Who won?
Brett Risner won.
Brett
he doesn't even
Risner.
need the linkage for his bike now. Perfect.
He's a good dude.
He is a good dude.
He's a good dude. We'll see him at the Extreme Banquet.
Yeah,
I would
he ended
assume.
up winning the championship in his class in that series. So
Perfect.
He had a good weekend. So Brett Risner is your winner.
That's awesome.
Lucas Grounds Arrive and Ride bike. So that'll be really cool. Congratulations. Just hit me up, Brett. We'll meet up tomorrow and get all that lined out.
That'll be pretty solid. Jared Bolton said, "Can you tell Thor Powell to get out of the shot?" There's Thor. He's chilling back there. That's funny. I tell you what, Ronnie, let's do this. Come on over, dude.
Let me get
Come on over. You sit. Come sit. We've made a little home for you. Throw these on your ear holes, and then this one, that's on. So your money, and we'll powwow. Yeah, you should. He should be on. Can you hear that? All right.
Yeah, I hear.
All right. Just talk good and loud. Ronnie Rush is with us. You are the XC2 quad champion. So now all those bike guys like DQ, they can't talk shit anymore because we actually brought on a quad guy. Right?
What? I still can talk shit, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
He probably will.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
So, Ronnie, tell us a little bit about who you are, your accomplishments this season. Tell us who Ronnie Rush is.
So my name's Ronnie Rush. I'm 19 years old. I just won
No beer.
XC1 or XC2 championship, and I'll be making my debut in XC1 on Saturday this weekend.
I didn't know that.
Honestly, I didn't know that either. I didn't know if you were going to stay back to defend or not.
Yeah. We're just gonna get it out of the way. We're looking at it. The faster we jump up and ride with them, and the quicker we.
It makes sense.
See that speed.
That is one difference between the bikes and the quads too. Is to jump up that class, you just change the color of your number plates. There's no machine differences per se.
Yeah.
So.
True.
So that is awesome that you can do that.
Well, all right. Let me ask you this. I'm going to put you on the spot then. XC2 champ. You've been running with some of those guys at the back of the pack in the XC1. What are your expectations for yourself Saturday?
Obviously, it's definitely going to be a tough race with the stack competition in XC1, but we definitely
hold that mic a little closer.
We definitely want to try and obviously beat all the XC2 guys.
Yeah.
Seeing as we're the champ, but there's definitely some really fast kids in XC2, like Brandon Owens, Tanner Walker, Wyatt Wilkin, and there's so many more names. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of names to look out for XC2. So I'm definitely going to have my hands full to make sure I'm ahead of them on adjusted time all day.
Heck yeah, dude. I'm excited for you. There's also going to be, first of all, congratulations on the XC2 championship.
Thank
I know
you.
that you worked your ass off for it. Tell us a little bit. They're doing a tribute on Saturday for Matthew Blankenship. I know that's near and dear to your heart. That's near and dear to Indiana's heart. I mean, he's an Indiana guy, and it was devastating to lose him. Tell us a little bit about your relationship with him.
So there's a lot of, as many of you know, Matthew ended up passing away, and yeah, he's been my brother for like a few years now, and we just he's just here in spirit with us every week at every race, and he's just always looking down on all of us, and just making sure he's just keeping a smile on all our faces. But the tribute will be at the PM starting line for the adult race. So if you're here, tune in for that. We'll be doing a balloon ceremony, letting it off in memory of him. So that's pretty cool.
So they can. I talked to Johnny Gallagher a little bit earlier this week about it. What I understand, they can pick those balloons up at your pit, right? Is that correct, or am I wrong in that?
I'm not 100% sure.
Okay,
but
sorry.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Johnny probably has a trailer full of balloons.
Yeah,
The bottom line is we'll be able to get them somewhere, and the way Johnny was talking was maybe people can, write a message
be
on
really
them or
cool.
something.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. They write a message on them or a memory that you had with them.
Yeah. Now, are they going to be able to bring out? I know Matthew's got a bike, right? What's the deal with that?
Yes. So BNR Motorsports, Ryan Smith, he was Matthew's mechanic at the time. Great guy. He's currently my mechanic right now as well. He actually has Matthew's national bike. He's going to line up in XC1, not race the whole race,
Right,
but he's going to take off and do the start before the pro line takes off. And we're going to go from there. I think he's going to pull off before he gets to the woods or something like that. But, yeah, definitely be cool, something different.
Yeah, it'll be really neat.
It'll be exciting.
I know Matthew's mom's here this weekend.
Yeah.
I heard, was she first in line?
First in line.
Yeah, she
All
was
right.
first in
so
line.
here, let's let the cat out of the bag. We posted a picture last Monday of an RV that was first in line. I think it got like something stupid like 110 shares. And people were panicking. They're like, you got to be kidding me. People are in line 2 weeks. Do they know the race is 2 weekends? So that was Hollywood, David Kripe, that works for the series. And he was just bringing the RV here, and he thought it'd be funny to kind of mess with people. And we went with it, and we tried to keep it honest. My favorite part of this was how many like direct messages, texts, phone calls I got, and they're like, "Hey, you know that's Hollywood's, right?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm aware, but don't say anything."
Yeah, exactly. That one, and then crap, I can't think of the dude that made the video on TikTok with the cat. Did you see that?
That was
I can't think of
Aaron Monroe.
Aaron Monroe, yes.
Who is a photographer for Magna
Magna
One.
One. Yeah, I just couldn't think of his name.
There you go.
But that was hilarious. I got tagged in that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, headed to Ironman for no reason at all.
Yeah.
I'm like, exactly.
But the reality is, Linda, who is Matthew's mom, was literally the first person in line. I don't know who brought was that you that brought the flag? Somebody brought a flag.
I did not bring a flag.
So it's a big 127 right on the front.
Nice. I didn't realize that. That's
everybody
cool.
that was posting pictures this week of everyone in line, that was like smack dab in front. So
that's
nice.
Cool.
Yeah, and I know Spider Graphics made a bunch more of the 127 stickers too.
Yeah. Also, since you brought up stickers, I also have breast cancer awareness stickers. They're pink, and you could win a free set of graphics from Senge Graphics if you pick up one of the stickers off me, post a picture of your bike, and just tag Senge Graphics, and they'll draw a winner at the end of the week.
Marketing.
And
Look at this guy.
I know.
You'll get a free set of graphics.
Look out, Hunter Hart.
No
This
kidding.
gonna marketing as
for
good
you.
as you are. He's coming for you.
Coming for you.
All right, let's talk.
Front row.
Let's spitball some racing here. When we were at Snowshoe earlier this year, I was down for the concerts, and a lot of the West Virginia folks were like, "Mikey, tell us what's better, Ironman or Snowshoe?" I'm not letting Indiana down. I said Ironman naturally, right? So Howard's Hole or Ironman Hill?
Man, why do you have to put me on the spot?
Because I got put on the spot, but I got to defend
Put everybody on that
home
spot.
home
It's
territory.
You know, it's like, I don't know. These Ironman fans are just insane. Like, they will literally carry your quad up the hill for you. It's outrageous. But at Snowshoe, they'll carry your quad through the mud.
Through the mud.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've often said it's like so West Virginia are hillbillies and like Indiana were like rednecks. We're all cut from the same cloth.
Yeah.
We're just like farm hillbillies and they're like
we're
hillbillies.
Flatlanders.
Yeah. So we're definitely cut from the same cloth. So all right. You got to pick one. You got to pick one.
You know, I gotta go Snowshoe.
What? Oh, all
gotta
right.
go
That's it.
Snowshoe.
It's been good talking to you.
I gotta go Snowshoe.
Well, I'm picking Johnny Gallagher to beat you then.
Only because I seem to do better at Snowshoe than
Fair
Ironman.
enough.
But
all right.
hopefully we can change that.
Change that this weekend.
So
Change that up, dude.
I'm not letting Ironman out of it yet.
Oh my
right,
god.
all right.
How many races did you win this year?
I want to say 3 or 4.
Yeah, that's probably close.
Yeah,
That's
3 or
got to
4.
be in there somewhere.
Yeah.
What else? I had something else for you. I can't remember. All right, so you're running XC1 on Saturday. Just hoping to basically do well. You got to beat the XC2 guys for sure. No time adjustment.
Definitely would be pretty cool to see ourselves like floating around that 8th, 7th overall. That'd be
awesome.
Really cool.
It'd be tough. You guys are going to have, I think, a perfect track Saturday.
Yeah.
Sunday, different
Sunday
story.
we're hearing issues may be coming.
You
But,
guys,
hey,
you guys are getting primo Saturday.
what was it? 2 years ago that these guys got completely screwed when Walker's caught
correct.
fire and whatever else, and Hunter won.
Hunter won that
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
That was the year. We talked about this on the radio, actually. Hunter Hart won in 2019 in XC1. And when he came off the track, he had so much mud in his eyes that his mom and I are screaming at him, "You won, you won." And he's wiping he's like, "No, I didn't. I got second." And we're like, "Dude, you got first." Like it was that muddy. It was gnarly. So flip that this year. You guys get the primo conditions.
That's right. I didn't even make it to that race. I was actually on vacation.
It happens. Yeah, you got to have priorities,
yeah.
dude. I get it. I get it. Let's see. All right, here's another pressure one for you.
Oh, geez.
You're not running XC2, so pick your top 3 XC2 guys for Saturday.
Oh man.
Or top 3. Did I say top 2? You know what I meant.
Yeah.
Okay, top 3.
They're all watching, no pressure.
You know what's sad? I couldn't name without him in there. I couldn't name 3.
Bike guy. Brandon Owens first. Let's go, Brandon.
Okay, so
All right.
Brandon Owens, Wyatt Wilkin.
Okay.
And
2.
I gotta go
TW?
Tanner Walker.
TW.
Yeah.
Tanner Walker.
Tanner
All right.
Walker has been in his groove lately. He's been picking up the pace for sure.
For sure. And he runs the 9.2. He is the 9.2 guy, actually. So
Is he number 9 too?
He is number 9.
He is, correct. It's him and his brother, correct? I could be wrong
just
on this.
him.
See,
pretty
these
Tanner.
are our sponsors, and
We need to do some
really
diving.
need to.
There are some special 9.2 stickers this weekend.
Yeah, there is.
Have you seen them?
I did see them.
The
They're
Let's
pretty
Go
cool.
Brandon.
Yeah.
They threw our name on it too.
Right.
They messaged me. They said, "We hope that's okay." I said, "Absolutely.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Totally fine."
I think we accidentally came up with that, so it's our fault, anyways.
So the funny, I talked about this Tuesday. We've got a few more people watching tonight. I was able to slip in a very subtle. Did you hear about this?
What is it?
You know the Let's Go Brandon
Oh,
thing.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
all right. So we're doing, Rodney and I, we're filming the openers on Friday. I'm looking through the rundown XC1, XC2. I'm thinking to myself, how the hell can I slip in a Let's Go Brandon, but it be like politically correct and I don't get in trouble for it, right? So I'm looking at XC2, and it's stacked. The class is, there's probably 7 guys out there, I think, that can pull off a win.
For sure.
I was going to say, as the champion, winning 3 to 4. Yeah, I mean, it had to be a stat class, so that's awesome.
Yeah,
I mean,
and so I said, all right, Brandon Owens is my guy. He's not won all season. I'm picking him to win.
Yeah.
And then that way I can be like, Brandon Owens is my guy today. Let's go, Brandon.
Yeah.
So we go through the whole race. I had no cell service. I leave the track, and on my way home, I'm getting like Snapchat DMs of people sending me, dude, do you realize what you did? And I'm like, oh, I'm well aware of what
it worked
happened.
out, though.
Yeah,
But it worked out because he won. He won
Yeah.
the damn race.
That's
pure
insane.
insane.
Gold when you were on the podium and you were like, "Let's go, Brandon."
It's good.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else? You got anything else for Ronnie Rush?
I could just ask a bunch of stupid questions about 4-wheelers, but that's not going to cover
See,
anything.
he's a bike mechanic. He doesn't know.
That's what Lori, she was like, Tom's Marine here. They're a Polaris dealership. They work
Yeah.
on those boats, everything. She asked me one day, she's like, would you come work here? I said, I don't work on farm equipment.
So he's a sport quad is farm equipment.
It's all
to
farm
you.
equipment.
No,
Jesus,
it's not
Lord.
That bad. It's harder washing it than anything.
That's
I
true.
agree. That's what I hate because they're never clean.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah.
You gotta tear them down. What's your off-season plans, man? Train?
Definitely train insane for sure.
Doing the Florida thing?
Yeah, probably we'll
Okay.
find ourselves down
Down in
south.
Croom?
Yeah, maybe down in Croom. Might go ride with Hunter a little bit. Maybe Walker, Cole. We'll definitely travel around south a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, I got one for you. Why does everybody in the quad world go pound sand whoops all winter when we race a race in the sand?
Because it's warm.
But there's other places that have dirt.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the sand whoop kind of
Yeah.
thing, but everyone does it, so I'm
I know.
forced to do it.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, the bike guy, it's
That's a
really
good
no different
point,
with the bikes,
really.
but everybody goes down there. We ride sand. I'm like, why do we put so much effort into A, now round 2,
Yeah.
and B, the one race that's completely different from all the others?
Yeah.
Like, others are
You gotta
fairly
prepare.
similar. I just don't understand it.
it
People
sets the
ride
bar.
sand more than they ride
Yeah,
dirt
yeah.
for one race.
Does it build endurance?
It beats
more-
the crap
it
out of
does
you for
beat the
sure,
hell
and
out
it's
of you.
miserable for
Definitely gets your
sure.
body in shape real quick.
Yeah, and that might have a lot to do with it, and it's
Yeah.
warm. But,
Yeah.
but it's
toasty.
just always funny because everybody's like, round 1, they come, oh, my setup was way off. I'm like, that's because you've been pounding sand whoops all winter.
Yeah,
Oh, my God.
Suspension in the beginning of the season is definitely huge with, being at Georgia, some hard pack, then switching it straight to sand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that makes
you gotta
sense.
Find that happy medium.
You get a little sand at Camp Coker. Camp
Yeah.
Coker's
A little
like
bit, yeah.
the cluster of races because it's like
Yeah, it's got a
you
little bit of
want
everything.
clay, you got it. You want primo dirt, you got it.
true.
You want sand, you got it. It's
It's true.
everything.
Yeah, that place definitely has like
A bridge.
everything. You'll
Like-
come across everything there.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I don't, Ronnie. This has been good. I don't want to hold you up too long. Anything else you wanted to add about this weekend or this season? Come out Saturday, show some love for Matthew.
Yeah, definitely come out, show some love, represent for 127. If you're here, go down to the hill climb, cheer us on. You might have to pull a few quads up for us, but
It's possible.
yeah, it's going to be a sick weekend. A lot of people coming out, so
There's so many people here already.
yeah.
It's been nuts.
Axel Hodges is coming out too, so that's cool.
Linda just commented. She said, Ronnie truly reminds me so much of Matthew. And I said this when we did the Tuesday Toolbox this year. I was like, there were so many times my first couple of years that I'd be like, Matthew, what's up? And you're like, I'm Ronnie.
They do
and Matthew,
look alike.
I'd be like,
that's the
no,
truth,
I'm Matthew.
too. Yeah.
It's true.
We could definitely
It's actually
pass
funny.
for
Like watching it on
brothers.
here, it looks, it's even more so. It's even weird.
He is
yeah.
my long lost brother.
For
Yeah,
sure.
for sure. All right, one last thing. I want you to be able to plug your social media. You rap as well. Can you spit some bars right now on the spot?
What do we rap about?
Maybe
Beat
another
locks?
time on the rap. But,
All right, that's fair. I don't want to.
Yeah, I do make music. I haven't recently, as of right now. I've been
Because you've been
obviously
focused on being a
tied
champ.
up and everything's been going my way with racing. So why change something when it's working? But yeah, so. BNR Motorsports, I could not thank him enough.
Yeah.
You know, he does my motors, he does my whole bike actually, and it has been flawless this whole year. Really, like no mechanicals. But 9.2 obviously for the perfect vision all year. So huge shout out to them.
For sure.
Great people. ODI Grips, Klotz Lube, DP Brakes. Anyone else I forgot? There's so many sponsors out there. I'm sorry if I can't.
What
remember.
tires do you run?
Oh, good one.
I do run Maxxis tires.
All right. I just was
shout out
curious,
to them
honestly.
As well. Yeah.
What were you hoping for?
I was hoping for some
Hoosiers?
random. No, I was just hoping for some random tire brand because some quad riders run these brands that no one's ever heard of before.
Yeah, we run stock tires.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah.
Oh.
Stock Dunlops, I think.
Perfect.
Yeah.
There's some method over there. Will
Yeah.
those fit the quad? You can do some mud bogs in those
Yeah.
things.
That would be sweet, wouldn't it?
We would have all the clearance.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
You'd need those for Sunday, probably.
Sunday, you might see those on some bikes out there
Yeah,
Sunday.
yeah.
It's entirely possible. All right, social media. What's the social media handles?
My social media, Instagram, Ronnie.Rush714. Facebook, just Ronnie Rush. TikTok, if you use that, also just Ronnie Rush.
Rapping Ronnie Rush.
He's
Yeah,
he's
right.
taking a shot at our viewers. He said these guys that watch this are probably Mikey and DQ's age. They probably don't even know what the hell TikTok is.
I have one. I haven't
I do
figured
too.
it out.
I think I have 4 followers and I've gotten like 6
Yeah,
views.
I've never posted
Yeah.
anything.
I got to get on it. We got to collaborate.
Yeah, it's really easy to get views on there. So if you want to grow,
Wow, now I feel like shit.
get there.
All right, dude. Thank you so much for coming on.
Yeah,
Are you
thank for
content? Are you
having me.
happy?
Yeah.
Okay.
This was
Heck
sweet.
yeah. Yeah, thank you.
Let's do it again.
Thank you.
Rodney Tomblin and I talked a little. I want to get Rodney over here next.
Yeah.
Are you good
yeah.
with that, Rodney?
Yeah, Rodney's rumor mill.
Okay, we got Rodney's room. Ronnie, thank you so much for
you guys
coming
for
on,
having
dude.
me on.
Cheers.
Thanks,
Good
man.
luck Saturday.
Thank you.
Pressure's on for Ronnie Rush.
No kidding.
Jumping up to the XC1.
That's going to be
big.
awesome. That's going to be good to see.
Are you okay with Rodney coming on?
Of course.
He's got some big news.
I'm scared to know what the news is, but
Some big news. Rodney Tomblin joining the show.
I'm here.
You made it.
welcome.
I did. I actually was here before the show started. I it's past my bedtime, by the way.
Ours too.
By the way, I've got TikTok. Mine's
Do you really?
Yeah,
it's a clock with a Mickey Mouse on it.
Actually, I do have a TikTok account, but I've yet to figure.
Post.
Yeah, I don't know how to post on it. I just figured out last night, believe it or not, that you can post a video on Instagram.
Yeah, that's true as well, Rodney.
I got my Aaron Plessinger video up on there, so I'm pretty stoked about that.
That was cool. You actually had told Adam Gordon and I about that a week or so ago.
Yeah.
And he said, stay tuned, boys, something good. And it was good. That was really cool.
Yeah, I thought about getting kind of deep on it, but, I thought I'm just going to keep it general.
Sure.
It was 10 seconds GNCC related kind of sort of thing. So you're talking a little bit about Scott. I thought that was cool, the cool things that he had to say about his dad and everything like that. But, he, as much as anybody else, is, I think, pretty in tune with what's going on right now in GNCC. He says he's been keeping an eye on the
I don't know.
drama that has been taking place here.
Jeez.
In
Yeah,
G-
he's kind of.
I don't know how you couldn't.
Yeah, it's, yeah.
I don't know how you
it's
couldn't.
very out there this time.
It is. Here's the funny thing. I heard, obviously, we all heard, shortly after the race that provisional results, and you always wonder what that is going to entail.
Right.
And so like everyone else, I sat on nails basically all week, just waiting.
Yeah, I kept going to the results page, going, okay, it still says it. It still says it. It still says it. Yeah.
And then finally, the update came in, and you saw what took place, and man, I have to admit, my heart sank. It really did, because
without a doubt.
I thought, man, all this hard work, Stu, that is done, he gets to this point, and I no matter what side of the fence you're on this, man. I mean, it's tough whenever you come down, and we were looking for this championship to boil down like it has. But what's really neat too is it opens up a whole new can of worms. And I mentioned this to you earlier. You know how we've in GNCC, I think the way things go, people are inclined to like the riders a lot. We like the personality.
I know where you're going.
And we have a lot of that, and the personalities are good. But what we've never seen, and I think I may mention to you this briefly, is that what we're seeing is, I think the future could see where we're going to see brand loyalty as much as rider loyalty in the future.
That's a thing in other sports. I know, like in NASCAR and stuff, that was huge back in the day. Not so much anymore.
Yeah.
But
imagine the how the world would have shaken up if Dale Earnhardt had finished out his career in a Ford.
Right.
Like, people would have lost their loving minds.
Right. No, you're exactly right. And that was a huge, huge thing. And that's a good point, that the brand loyalty thing. Like, I know, working in the KTM dealership and stuff, there are people that are either, I'm not buying anything but one,
right,
or I'm going to ride anything but one.
That. Yeah. I've said this on the show before. There is without a doubt a cult of Yamaha, and there is a cult of KTM.
Oh, yeah.
And I think this is going to start drawing a line in the sand.
Here's the beauty of all this right now that kind of sets the stage of the drama that we've got going on right now. Remember where Stu came from. Stu was a product of the KTM Orange. I mean, all the way through the youth ranks. I mean, you talk about a person that was as true to a brand and as loyal to brand as could be, was Stew Baylor, until I don't know. When the Sherco deal came out, that's what. And anybody been a fool to pass that deal up? You know what I mean? Even though he got yanked, even though all that he got yanked around with all that craziness and stuff. It was the best thing that ever could have happened to him. Look what it's done to him. It's done to his career.
Right.
And look what it's done for Yamaha.
Start, and a jump start and whatever. But it did work out in a completely different way than it was supposed to.
Yeah, it did. But you know what? I love what it's done. And the great thing about this is, and as hard as it is, and as unfair as it is, and I'm not saying anything about the rule makers and the decision makers. I'm just saying the circumstance itself. As unfair as it is to anybody, it's the riders. Stu's getting robbed on this. Ben's getting robbed on this, because there's a lot. You read it. There's a lot of controversy about it. If Ben does, end up if Stu wins the race, Ben gets second, then there's going to be
there'll be the asterisks forever. And blah blah. Yeah,
but that's where the debate is.
Yeah,
I mean, if Ben wins and Stu gets second, that's when we're like, all right, now we're going to go back on this. But if we play the what if game, you got to go, well, what if Stu had raced round one and he squeezed out a 13th place finish?
And
there's that 8-point deficit.
Exactly. If Stu would have raced round one, we wouldn't even be in this situation right now.
We've been like, penalties were assessed.
But I mean,
whatever. Who gives a shit?
But
that's not the case.
He got stabbed.
It's not over yet.
He did get stabbed.
That's the thing that we got to remember. And the beauty of it is that it's making, I think, a lot of people turn their attention to what's going on right now. I think, we're going to recognize, I think this is going to usher in something different as far as the fan base in the future. You're going to
I see a lot of people self-policing the race course a lot more than ever has been, I feel
you
like.
Mean different teams?
I mean fans, I mean everything. I think it's going to really change.
We've all got a phone.
Right. I think that in itself is going to change a lot of things.
Yeah, but the thing that we got to realize is the average Joe can't come in with phone footage or something like that.
And that's one thing we were discussing earlier. Is how is the rule book written?
Yeah.
Does it have to be a rider to file, or can it be a team member, or how does that go? Once again, I don't know.
I haven't looked into that. The whole politics of it is, I think it's just unfortunate that because the real loser in all this, Ben Kelly, plain and simple, because Ben was caught. Ben, it's not Ben's fault where he's at right now. I mean, he's in the situation he's in, and he's got a lot of pressure on him. Had this drama not happened for either one of these riders, it would have been, the race is going to play out.
It's affected the pressure that they have on them.
And then throw into that 100% chance of rain on Sunday.
Well, Jordan Ashburn
really likes the mud.
He does. and that's So and he is due for a win.
He is due for a
win. And so you never know. So what's going to happen after that?
What's funny, Stu will beat my ass about this. Ben will beat my ass about this. But because Rodney and myself and Jason Wygant at the beginning of the season, all three snubbed Jordan Ashburn.
Watch him be the spoiler in the whole thing.
All week I've been like, this is Ashburn's race. He is winning this damn race. So Jordan, you got my vote.
Let's go, Jordan.
Let's go, Jordan.
And it's going to be a mutter, so I can't. But, hey, with the heart, grit, and determination of the two riders that are vying for the championship right now, I don't care where they're
tape measures cracking.
I don't
in the
care
background.
where they're at. Whoever wins this race, the championship is going to be overshadowed, because if they finish, even if it's outside the top 10, all we're going to be talking about is the math on what
what could have been.
Yeah, and again, Jordan Ashburn will get overlooked.
Again,
that's true. Yeah,
again. See, and then here's the other side of it: is if Stu goes out and win, Ben gets third. I mean, is it squash it?
I think so. I hope so. I really hope so. But, but again, what it has done, it has fueled, I think, a new generation of fans and a new generation of support. So as bad as it is, it's really good overall for the sport, I'm hoping, and I'm looking forward to that.
I couldn't agree more, and I said that the other night. I said, as bad as this is, it's going to sell some blue motorcycles. It's going to sell some orange motorcycles. And at the end of the day, that's what we're doing.
Yeah. And I can't wait to see what happens on Sunday.
I'm ready. I'm also nervous to be. You want to switch jobs Sunday? Can you do the podiums? Because I don't want to get beers thrown at me.
I was thinking that same.
It's going to be like Blues Brothers.
I'm on.
You got to go up there and sing. What is that stupid song?
Oh, you got me on this one.
Where they're throwing the fruit at him and everything.
I don't know.
It's in the
Normally, I'm the one with the pop culture references.
I know. I just saw this the other day, and that's the only reason it reminded me.
It's kind of like Kenworthy's, man. You ever been to Kenworthy's?
Yes.
Whenever in the day they threw stuff at the stage.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
Of course, they just did it to do it. It wasn't because they didn't like anything.
Yeah.
You had some rumor mills. You want to get those rumors out?
I started some rumors, and really.
You started them.
Did I say that like that? Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I heard.
We were at dinner tonight with at Kenny Shaver's. Happy birthday to Kenny Shaver.
Happy birthday. I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, it's his birthday, and we got to eat pulled pork and baked beans, which were really good, by the way, and coleslaw. So happy birthday to Ken, and thanks for dinner and everything. And as I was in line, I was talking with a couple of notables in the world of GNCC racing. First and foremost, there was royalty here with us tonight, four-time Blackwater champion.
Mr. Blackwater himself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we had that royalty in the room. And we also had Barry Hawk in the room, and we were talking. And I heard, I don't know if it was me that said it, but I overheard somebody say that Barry Hawk was going to race a quad again, and then he said XC2. Now Barry, that was from Barry, and everybody around. I heard it from Barry's mouth. So Barry Hawk said it himself. He's racing XC2.
Now, you know what this causes, Rodney? Everybody right now is going to look at the rule book, and they're going to say, no, he ran XC1. He can't run XC2.
I don't know. Does that happen from the 90s?
5 years?
He's been like
5 years. There's a guy that knows the rule book pretty well right now.
Exactly.
Okay, and then here's the other rumor I heard. I started, and this would be cool if it was true, but...
You just outed yourself.
Anyway... I heard me say that the 50th running of the 50th anniversary of Blackwater, we're going to actually have a race through Davis, West Virginia, and
Are we going to tell the residents of Davis, West Virginia?
We're not even going to tell them. We're just going to show up. And here's the other kicker.
Nobody tell the EPA.
Mark Hyde, like I said, Mark Hyde was there with us. He's the one that told me this bit of info on this rumor. He said, I get a 30-minute head start, and if anybody passes me, they get $10,000. If nobody passes me, I get to keep the $10,000 is what he said. So there's a $10,000 bounty out there.
That's how we get DQ to sign back up for a damn race.
I would like, but I'm going to have Mark narrating the entire way because
That's
you
even
can't-
better.
You can't do Blackwater without Mark Hyde narrating.
I know, right? Him, and then he needs Larry Myers in a sidecar.
Yes. Oh, that would be
perfect.
amazing.
That would be great. I was talking to him about that. Some of the best shows in GNCC came back from that time.
right there I still think that video alone is almost what has made this what it is.
Yeah. No doubt about that. And let's see, there was one other thing that I was.
That's the only ones you'd mentioned to me.
So I got one for you. So
Okay.
every week I ask Johnny Gallagher if he's retiring.
Nope.
Every week.
yeah,
And he says if I can still beat XC2, why would where can I go? So now Barry has to race XC2 and see if he can beat Johnny.
Ooh, he might force Johnny into retirement.
Yeah.
Oh my! Oh, I know one thing that I was going to say. That's a good thing. So Barry Hawk is going to force Johnny Gallagher into retirement. That's
Yep.
a great.
I know you like that. I just made it up. I just made it up.
Wow,
they're
it's
the
crazy.
same age,
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
That's nuts. They are, aren't they?
No, I don't know. I don't
think
know if
Barry's
that's
a little
true.
bit.
I think Barry's got him by a few years.
Yeah, but not by many. But yeah, it's. I wanted to touch on this Ironman hole and this
Ironman Hole in West Virginia River.
Yeah, the
Yes.
West Virginia River and the Ironman Hill and
Howard's Hole.
Howard's Hole. I'll tell you,
You're kind of in the middle.
I am in the middle, but here's my take on this. I'm going to say because the fans are. Because they're a product of Blackwater and what GNCC origination
I
was
will
come from,
accept that.
is probably a rowdier group and louder group of people. But Ironman Hills, obviously, I think probably a lot funner to watch. And I know the hole has its technicalities and stuff.
but it's single lane.
On a
Right.
dirt
It's single
bike, it's
track.
a
I think in that
Yeah.
sense, the Ironman Hill it's been a lot more fun watching bikes roll down the hill.
Yeah.
And ATVs roll down the hill than it has watching these guys get stuck in a mud hole. Now, the
I think
belly flops and stuff from the
it's
crowd are
fantastic.
pretty cool. But I do challenge the Indiana crowd. Can you get louder than the West Virginia
Oh,
crowd?
boy.
You're already out in numbers. Just get louder is all you got to do.
I'm telling you what. All right, so Howard's Hole.
Losers.
Howard's Hole got on Barstool Sports.
Yes.
Barstool WVU.
Yes.
Dollars to donuts. Ironman Hill's getting on Barstool IU or probably Purdue.
Purdue, probably. Yeah.
For some chanting.
You know, that is, you
for
have
our
a good
current
point, though. Like,
commander-in-chief.
everybody's up there and doing crazy, but it's not like the belly flops and the nudity.
It's apples and
the-
oranges. It
It
really
is kind of
is.
different. It's more different than I really thought until you mentioned that.
Yeah.
It's
action-packed and a ton of people, but it is different.
Yeah.
here's the thing. It we kind of pretend like it's this rivalry, like which is the bigger party. If you could get everybody from Snowshoe to come party at Ironman, I guarantee
good
you the
point. They
Hoosiers
probably are.
here, they'd be like, we'll welcome you with open arms. And
Yeah.
it'd be the same way if a bunch of Hoosiers went to Howard's Hole and they're like, hey, man, we come from Ironman. They'd be like, come on in.
Crazy thing
The
is-
water's fine.
Yeah.
Crazy thing is, probably a lot of the fans at Howard's Hole are from Indiana.
There's also some truth there.
I would say you're probably right.
It's, yeah, they're cut from the same cloth.
Well, guys, I know there's a guy walking around.
there's a
that's
guy
got-
walking around.
There's some sort of
with all
construction.
kinds of tape measures. He's got all. I mean, there's 20. You got to stay like 25 feet away.
That
from
one
him.
is actually 31 feet, oddly enough.
The irony in that.
Rodney, thank you for coming on, man.
Not a problem, man. I love getting rumors started. That's for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah,
I
that's
just
what we're
I just
here
hope
for.
they come true.
Those would be a good ones. Yeah.
You guys can let us know what we think. Rodney and I actually talked about this off air before this. We kind of want to do something similar to this on Fridays next season. Bring in some pro guys. and-
maybe minus a few shits and asses.
yeah,
and
well,
dams and
we
things
won't.
Like that.
You know, maybe they're probably. I'm sure there won't be beer. We'll have the Racer TV polos
it'd be
on.
more
at that point.
political.
Yeah.
One that my mom would be proud to
Yeah,
watch.
yeah. My mom doesn't know this exists. That's how I get away with
My
it.
mom doesn't have a computer. Thank God.
Your mom watches on the regular.
Oh, I know. Hundreds of
use my-
times,
Yeah.
actually.
Is your mom pretty hot, by the way?
Oh, Lord help. Rodney Tomblin, everybody.
Rodney.
Just asking.
let's see.
Hey, never mind.
Thank you. That is Rodney. Don't forget your headset.
Oh,
That is
man.
Rodney Tomblin right there. And coming up, I'm waiting. Is it showing up?
Oh.
All right, hang on. Let's see.
Oh, it's.
Oh, it broke.
it-
That's what you get for buying cheap, shitty tape measures.
Unbelievable.
All right, we're going to bring in the construction foreman. He see that on screen.
Oh.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, here we
Finally
go.
popped up.
Nice.
All right, have a seat, and we'll get down to the nitty gritty here. Yeah, put that in a hole. There you go. That looks like
Yeah.
a little crown. Oh, that's extra. That's
Extra crown.
That was my championship model.
oh boy.
Oh
Well-
no, we're starting off great.
If you're drinking it early, put that headset on while I find out what this tastes like. I don't know about this. It's Canadian.
I just got a text. What if Rodney was your stepdad?
That'd be fantastic.
Oh man.
Got to make it bubble a little bit. All right, Stu, you're here. Do you want some of this? I know you're not a whiskey guy,
yeah.
peer
I better.
pressure.
I mean, if we're
Is this-
celebrating championships or non-championships, we better celebrate, right?
Stu Baylor, the room got pretty damn quiet, pretty damn quick. The reason we brought you here, and I think it's obvious, everybody out there knows, I'll ask the question that's on everybody's mind. Let's just get right to it. How is hunting season going?
It's good. We've dude, I've got some good deer on camera.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
Seriously?
No, absolutely. No, I mean, we'll go through this later, but
Yeah.
yeah. So I've got a good 10-point.
Okay.
An 8-point I've been watching for. A
You
few
know
years.
Thad might be watching. Just
Yeah,
no,
he's
use
gonna be
caution.
scoping you out.
I
Yeah.
sent him what he needed to see.
okay. All right. Perfect. Oh, you sent
Oh
him.
wow,
what-
that's really convenient.
I sent him.
All right. Good night, folks. I'm out. Oh boy.
It was taken from a good angle.
Right. Yeah.
The same ones that you send your wife.
Oh, I know that angle. Every guy uses this angle. I'm very aware.
It makes
yeah.
everything look a little bit bigger.
Broader.
Need all the help I can get.
All right.
All the help I can
yeah,
get.
yeah. So, no, I've got one with a drop tine. It's actually, as a matter of fact, 31 centimeters long.
Why did you agree to this?
DQ tells me, he says, listen, if Ben can't make it, we need to tell Stu, like, we're just going to have to do it. And I'm like, he still wants to do it. Let's just bring him in. So here we are. This is what we get. This is what we get.
You should have known better.
I should have, but that's all right. Hey, I talked to Tim Cotter earlier. I said, listen, I want to be respectful, and I don't want to say anything.
Look, I even brought an orange car to try to
That's true.
calm the situation down.
And he's wearing a KTM shirt.
Wait, are you talking about the orange car that's on fire?
Yeah, it's got the
The
Red
one-
Bull in the front windshield, you know?
Jesus. Hey, this is a good time to say, if you're watching on your mobile device, on the bottom left-hand side, go on ahead and hit that share and share that to your timeline, because
Yeah, this is only going to get better.
this might be the last one we ever do. So talk to us about the now, I want to preface this with, I text you and I text Ben, and we talked about this Tuesday night. I said it'd be cool if we could get both of them on and literally, play Rock'em Sock'em Robots, literally, and have you guys kind of not necessarily hash it out. That's for the racetrack, but kind of squash some of the bullshit going on. And I did text Ben. Ben said he was down. He said, however, I won't be there till Friday night. I said, we can't really do Friday. There's too much.
So we're doing
going on.
another show, huh?
I won't be able. There's no way
kidding,
in
I'm
hell I'd be
kidding.
able to do it. I know you'd be down, and I'm sure he would. Maybe we can figure out something. Who the hell knows? But how you been? I don't know. I don't even know how to get into it. I mean, it's a difficult situation, no matter how you chop it up or how you look at it.
Yeah, I mean, it's there was no good outcome. I actually put a post up before we came over to the show because I did want to talk about this a little bit on here. If there aren't people that follow me, I've obviously gained some haters as well as some followers. I don't know what it's been about the last 12 months, but
That's how you know you've made it, when you got people that talk shit on you.
dude, I can literally cut the track and gain fans. What's going on?
That's ridiculous.
It is. No, it was not a good situation.
Right.
All around. It was a line that formed lap 5. The line was pointed by people on the side of the track, and the video was
Hold that
taken-
mic up a little closer.
Sorry,
There you go. No, you're fine.
The video was taken from behind, so you could not see was anybody pointing the line. There's a lot of gray area in the matter.
They should have
And-
flipped that camera.
Yeah,
There was a second cameraman on the grassy knoll.
So obviously, T-Shep did a really good job.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know if anybody listened to
Yeah.
his stuff. So he drew out both sides. Like, I've got to say, there is no good situation. A guy's off the track on camera, I would want the same exact penalty, 100%. You know, if I catch Ben off the track on camera, I would want the same.
So if
penalty.
roles
I
were
was gonna
reversed,
say, and that was the thing I said. This happens a lot.
for sure,
Yeah.
It's just part of
And
what we do.
it's
But
happened.
it's when it gets caught. That's
It's
when it
happened for
becomes
years,
Right.
But with the development of cell phones, it's now significantly more documented.
And that's the problem that I am addressing. I addressed in my post. I discussed it a little more in depth. I've been working on this post for
Crossing T's,
13,
dotting I's.
11 days.
Yeah.
So since Sunday of the last GNCC, we've been working on what exactly we were going to say. It's been tough because, you know, for me as a racer, this could possibly take me out of a championship, which means increased pay,
Bonuses.
This, this increased
everything
pay,
in
these
general.
bonuses, you know, deer hunting, as you brought up.
Right. Bingo.
I mean, I'm trying to go back out to an outfitter in northern Missouri, and I'm ready to blow some money on crown and deer.
Well, that's not a cheap bottle.
No.
There.
I got this bottle in case I got a championship, but we're gonna go ahead and crack.
Okay, that's fair. That's totally fair.
Anybody?
Anybody need a horn of that, Jamie?
Jamie wants to drink.
Go on ahead, get you a horn of that. Don't kick my empty beer.
Let you guys have a sip of that.
Here,
Oh,
you
wow.
get the holy shit.
Wow! What
Here,
a
you
man.
get the
I hope
30
you
foot,
got that.
You get the 30-foot one.
So no. There's
Well,
actually,
Jamie's calling in sick.
There's a story behind these. So obviously, I'm from South Carolina. I can't read, write, whatever.
Makes sense.
That's why I had no idea that I was off the track.
So you bought some tape measures for this weekend.
My wife told me that these were exactly the measurement that added up to how far I needed to be off the track.
All right, let me stop you right there because
Needed
this
to be.
brand is
No,
hyper.
she told me this.
This one's wrong.
She told me that one's for other teams to use.
Oh Jesus, that's kind of funny because it's 30-foot.
That's
But
why-
I'm telling you right
that's why I
now,
walked in with that one in my hand, and these she separated them for me just like she does when she dresses me.
I see what she did there.
So I've got these 3 here, and these all tell me exactly what I need to know.
Judging
if it
by
runs
the-
out of tape.
Brand, I'd guess those are probably not accurate either.
Where's Hunter Hart?
Yeah,
Oh,
I was getting ready
Hunter
to say. I
was
saw he
here.
was
There
here.
he
There
is.
he is. He's over there selling shrimp on the Barbie or something.
not accurate. Not accurate.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
No, you're still on. You're good.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I mean, what's okay? So let's back up. All right, we play the what if game. So what if there's no penalties? Now it's what, a 4-point spread, and it's basically
Winner take
winner
all.
take all. But now the reality is, you're on video, cutting the track. All the bullshit aside, it is what it is. The penalty's been assessed. Now you're here. I asked you this a few times throughout the season, and now it's at the point where I'm terrified to ask because I'm afraid you're going to punch me in the face. But what if you had ran round 1 now? And you told me in round 1, you said, ask me at the end of the season.
I think we had that conversation here at the Hoosier too.
Yeah. And if you had just gotten 13th place, that's 8 points.
I would have won that day.
Oh boy.
That hurts.
I mean, what happened at Big Buck 2? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be an arrogant asshole because obviously people have said that as well. I've been getting some hate mail probably not as much as Ben, which is why I want to say that Ben is not like it. This is not Ben.
Yeah,
like Ben and I
exactly.
I've gotten my fair share of hate mail as well. You know, I'm the cheater. I'm the biggest cheater in GNCC. There was.
Well, we've known that for
was
years.
It
No,
was,
just kidding.
it was a 6-minute video that only showed a few classes that obviously I was in, and probably more than 80% of the people that went through the track got on that line. But I'm the biggest cheater because at the end of the day, there's 2 people that matter at this point. Like not being.
No, that's the
disrespectful.
reality.
And that is the reality.
But
of it. And
it
that's what
is.
we said
It
earlier.
was, you know, at the end of the day, there's 2 people that was discussed. You know, post race, pre race, today.
Yeah.
And so I'm the biggest cheater in the situation. I've raced for 25 honest years. I've never been penalized. I've never been protested ever once. The only times I've ever been penalized, I've penalized myself. I've come up
Way to
and
go.
said and said at a national enduro in Ohio, I got lost in this situation. That's the only time, only other time. Another time I started my bike early at Georgia. I came up and I told Jeremy, hey, I started my bike a little bit earlier. I shut it back off. I wasn't sure if it was within 10 seconds. So much was going on. He said, I don't think it was. But that's the type of person I am. I feel that Ben's the
I
same
remember
type.
when you did that, actually, because
Yeah.
I was going to protest you.
Look.
There's been, like, at the end of the day, all of the XC1 guys want to be honest. We're not out there to cheat. But when you go out and the racetrack changes because the 10 a.m. has burned in these different lines, and I've got videos on my phone, a lot of them, that show what happens between the last time we pedaled and when we line up. So the 5 mile marker, the 5.4 mile marker, the 8.8, the do you want me to keep going?
Right.
I've got a list.
No, it is what it is.
I stayed Monday morning because even you can put ribbon up, you can put whatever. The 10 a.m. race, one bottleneck, one crash. And we know what happens.
There's so many riders out there,
there's-
they're forced to, for sure.
Exactly. So we come in.
That's
and-
why this is
and,
called the bottleneck.
Right.
Like we follow a line, and it is the main line of the race course.
So
we
this
don't wanna
area, I haven't seen video. I haven't seen anything on the course. Was it in the middle of the woods? Was it right off the back of the pro pits? Where was it on the course?
So if you look at Facebook by GNCC by whoever's posting on there that has all the facts, apparently, I've stayed out of this. This is all hearsay.
Right.
I haven't even I deleted the Facebook app. I like tried to stay completely clear of
Man,
the
if we
entire
could get
situation.
the rest of America to do that, we'd be
No
a
shit.
lot
We would
better
be
off.
out of business.
So-
We're
Well,
posted
we
on
just-
Facebook.
All right,
So-
we're going Instagram Live.
So I've heard rumors of the facts that were posted, and obviously I'm the type of person that I'm the first one to speak up and the last one to shut up.
I would vouch for that.
Everybody's probably been waiting for me to speak up and not.
You've been
shut up.
quiet.
And I have. I didn't even post after the last National Enduro. Texted the team and I said, hey guys, I'm kind of in a catch-22. Like, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, because I see what's going on after this race. People are already bashing Ben. They're bashing KTM. They're bashing all these people. I didn't want to be involved, and I didn't know what
Good for
to do.
you.
Yeah.
So I kind of washed my hands of the situation, but I knew that something needed to be said before the weekend. So I actually posted something just now before we lined up for this. But it's been a lot bigger than I expected, and I see these facts that I'm getting texted, screenshots, whatever. People are sending me this stuff, and I'm like, these aren't the facts. I know the facts. I know. I sat there. I sat in the meeting. I was part of that race. I turned around and watched guys, the 8.8 jump over. It was a premeditated line that I walked out because I had already heard the rumors that there was going to be cameras in the woods. I walked it out that morning at 33 feet. I walked out at 33. When I tape measured it on Monday, I would say there was quite a few people in this room that saw me stay Monday. Tape measured it actually came back at 37.5.
Okay.
I've got video evidence.
Yeah.
And I'm more than willing to post it, but that's not the point that I'm trying to say.
I mean, at this point, what's that going
and
to
that's,
do?
That's the problem because it was a
besides-
beat in line. But so this was I didn't know that there was premeditated. We're going to be videoing in the woods.
Yeah, so I've heard these rumors that people are out to get me. So I really cleaned up what I was doing. But when you see somebody in clothing that you trust, you take the line because everybody works together out there. We want to keep the racing positive, solid. We want like everybody is literally. I mean, I will say that I've taken lines from Caleb Russell got me through the rock garden at West Virginia.
Right.
And he's on an opposing team that should be against me. I literally stopped at Caleb.
But that's been a thing forever.
Yeah, I was going to say we even see that even on the live feed with Racer TV. You see the gas guy pointing the Yamaha guy the good line that he just pointed for Ricky Russell. I mean,
I've seen Barry in the woods do that. I mean,
yeah,
it's
And you gotta most people realize this, but it's a full circle. So let's just say you're talking about a gas and Yamaha. Well, the gas team manager used to race for Yamaha.
Right.
There you go.
The Yamaha XC2 champion now races for KTM.
Right.
Yeah.
The KTM XC2 champion races for Yamaha.
Right.
You know,
The mechanic used to wrench over here.
Yeah. So when you start looking a little bit more in depth, it is full circle. So nobody really wants to make enemies. Nobody lines up to cheat. But there are people out there that are okay with entrapment, and rather than making the decision to make sure that the course is taken care of. I mean, we're in a room full of GNCC officials guys.
These are the people that enforce the rules.
That enforce the rules. When they are not told, like, hey, this is what's going on, they have no control over that. I mean, the GNCCs, you got to realize it is the biggest race. Like, a lot of people in the U.S. are like, okay, you know, the GNCC is the biggest in the U.S. It's the biggest in the world. It says it on the home screen.
Right.
It is. I've gone to ISD.
I would say I've been over all over the world with you, and yes,
it is the
biggest
without
thing.
a doubt.
That we're gonna have. I would put money tomorrow that we have the biggest turnout of ATV.
Have you gotten to do Japan yet? Just on a random wild.
I've got the invite, but it always happens on a national enduro. So
Gotcha.
it's been tough for me. I want to make that.
You
race.
got to do it, dude.
It's just always on the same weekend.
I just talked about with Bolton, and I said next time we go to JNCC, I'm going. And he said,
Let's
"All
go.
right, I'm in." And then DQ
Sorry to
said, "I'll
interrupt
book
there.
my own
Yeah,
ticket."
I'll book my own ticket.
All right, let's tear up
Sorry.
Japan. All right, go back. I'm sorry.
I can't even read English. Who's going to speak for me over there?
Certainly not me. Do I look like I can speak Japanese? Are you kidding me? I can barely speak English
Come
as
eat
well.
raw fish.
Oh, Jesus. And just like that, Mark Zuckerberg shuts us down.
Do they have whiskey?
Yeah, actually,
Sake.
Japanese whiskey is fantastic. It's really good. Josh Strang got me some
Square Bear.
Square Bear.
Yeah.
It's a rum, but it's good. Anyways, I
I
digress.
think that was from Australia.
I think it's from Australia, but there's a Japan story in there because that's for a whole other episode. All right, Josh Strang.
in Australia
Yes.
one year.
Look,
one
Yoshi,
time.
yes.
We got to
exactly.
get Yoshi is the one that was talking about Square Bear. He's the one that named it.
All right, we're losing. viewers. Let's
Anyways.
get back to the drama.
Shit. Sorry. Total sidebar.
No, it's the situation that sucks is we do in the woods. A lot of people don't understand this, but the teams, for the most part, do help everybody out.
Yeah.
There are some certain individuals who will. There's no good way to say this, but fuck their mother. Like they.
It's okay. You're fine.
At the end of the day,
They're there to win, and it doesn't matter what it
doesn't
takes.
matter. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, there is some people out there that will do that, and then there's people out there that wouldn't lie for their own mom. I mean, there's people that I brought into the room that probably wouldn't lie for their own mom, of witnesses of other lines, and people that have genuinely good respect across the board, that saw the entire XC1 class taking other lines, but didn't say anything because their job is not to be out there filming. Their job is to be out there for their riders. So
Right.
when you start looking into it a little deeper, there is a lot more that comes into play. And it's tough. Like, you know, there's a lot of speculation, and it's, from what I've seen, it's there. Like I said before, there is no good outcome. There really wasn't.
I think I'm just glad I get to talk about it and not have to be
Right.
a part of all the
I'm glad I
politics.
wasn't even there, to be honest with you.
I try to stay as far away from it as possible. And like, here's like to the point of like how I guess I'm probably naive I was to the whole situation was, so, you know, Johnny Gerard wins XC2 championship. He goes up there, he does the photographs with gas. He asked someone from Racer TV, I don't know who it was, might have been me. Probably not, though. He said, "Can I do a burnout on the podium?" I said, "Just don't do it on the vinyl. It's got to last."
Hey, we
one
already
more
proved.
round."
We already learned that one.
By the way, he did kind of
room.
one up you on the wood. Just saying. Anyways, Carrie Jo comes around the side of the podium, and she's got her hands on her hips. I'm like, "Oh shit, I'm in trouble now." And
Giving
she
you the
looked
T-Rex.
She looked at Johnny and said, "You owe me a new piece of wood." And then I realized Carrie and Tim and a few other people were behind there talking about, okay, well, it's going to be provisional. And at that point, I'm like, oh, I don't want any part of this conversation.
They wouldn't
Walking
let
the
you
hell
in
away.
that conversation anyway.
No,
because
they know
of
better
this.
because of this, which is I prefer it that way. I prefer not to know any of the back end.
Ignorance
stuff
is
like
bliss, right?
that. I just want to talk about what's on screen and in front of me. That's it. That's all I want. Because I consider Stu a friend. I consider Ben a friend.
Right.
Obviously, I think Stu and I are closer, but I'm not trying to burn bridges. But at the same time, there's a story to tell.
Yeah.
And it's an awkward spot, but I knew it was serious to the point that I was so naive of what was going on. I went to Stu and I'm like, dude, I don't know what the heck happened out there, but I think results are going to be provisional. And I could tell by your body language, like, yeah, I think you're right, and I don't know that it's going to be good for anybody. I mean, did you know at that point at the end of the race, or was it like, I mean, obviously you spent the night there and you know, we're checking things out Monday morning, but did you know immediately, like, this is going to be a disaster?
I thought of all outcomes.
Yeah.
I actually had a discussion with the GOAT of GNCC,
Yeah.
KR. We discussed it, and you know, I talked to a lot of people. I talked to my team manager, team owner, my mechanic. I knew that there was definitely no good outcome. I mean, either any way you want to look at it, there was a video of me off the track. The way the video was taken, I know the way the video was taken.
Was there a video? I've heard different reports.
So there was only one video of me off the track.
Okay.
But there was videos of a couple other riders. I believe one may have got, I think one or two may have gotten 2 penalties. I can't remember to be exact.
I got you.
But that video was turned in after the video that showed the majority of XC1 going through, and whatever riders were also caught in the crosshair during that. That video was turned in, and then there was rumor that somebody else may have been filming.
Mm-hmm.
They knocked down his doors, said, "Hey, you need to show me what you got," and he had to turn his in as well. He's a bystander that was called into it. He did not try to protest, from my understanding. I'm not. This is
right.
This
I know
is,
it's all hearsay, and this is the hearsay.
I know that he's not the one that protested. He didn't have a video of me. He had a video of I believe only 4 riders. So
okay.
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of rumors have been saying that, oh, this guy's the one that did the protest. This guy, it wasn't. I know who did it. I was in the room, but I've also got messages that are calling me a liar. So at the end of the day, if you want to believe I'm a liar, it is what it is. Like I said, I mean, at this point, I can literally screw up and gain fans. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on, but
because you're real.
Yeah, I think it is. And I'm not denying that I was off the track. The thing that makes it tough is when you're pointed off the track and you're filmed from behind and you don't know what's actually 25 feet. I mean, this is a line that opened up. This is a line that opened up.
Yeah, that's a difficult thing. Like, it's always been a part of the sport, and we've talked about that on this show. I think even with you, the 25 feet thing.
We discussed it here last race, or last time we were here. It was the Ironman, but
and that was always what do you consider a bottleneck? I remember going with that, and then I just wish we could score with damn GPSs.
And it's coming. And it's got to be coming.
No, GNCC is actually, we've run some prototypes, and what happens with GPS when you get in these heavy trees, especially when the leaves are still down, is those hairpins, that 37-foot line that I have filmed at the 8.8 now becomes just a straight line. Either way.
And that is true. I mean, I know that from, I set up loops for adventure.
Wife gave me 25. I can't
25.
read.
Yeah, so you're all right.
I know that from setting up routes for adventure rides and stuff like that. A lot of that stuff does get straightened out. Like, it's not 100% accurate. I don't know how you could even do it other than literally have someone ride it where it reads it completely, and then everybody races and they have to check them afterwards. I think that's the only technology that exists.
The problem with the GPS is the occasional lag. Yeah. And what's going to happen when you get that occasional lag, and it happens with just about anything, is if you wear a Garmin on a road bicycle going 18 miles per hour, you're gonna make a 90-degree left turn, and it's kind of gonna straighten here, or you might be on a mountain bike and you're going uphill. And it kind of
straight. It kind of just makes it vaguely.
So yes, it will pick up if you cut a mile off the track.
Right, but that doesn't happen. It's 31 feet or 45 feet or 27 feet.
But the technology you're saying is definitely not good enough yet.
No.
To where
not in the tree.
You could use it for official. Like, you couldn't look at this officially and be like, all right, we look at his GPS and we see here, and you could make the argument as a rider, no, that's bullshit. That's not really what happened.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, the only way we could get, I would say the only way we could get something that accurate would be if we went back overseas and we asked the Iranians for our own technology back,
we need our technology back.
But
yes.
aside from
well,
that,
listen, that's not going to happen at least until 2024.
Yeah.
So
Like, aside from that, I genuinely don't think that there's anything that can track Americans that good through the woods at 28 miles per hour.
oh, good Lord, that's a
28,
whole.
You're
going to
be able to blow the checks at the enduros at 28. Jeez.
Yeah.
No, they moved everything up to 30.
Oh, is it 30
Yeah.
now?
It's 30.
Oh, did you start blowing them?
Yeah, it was. Well, it wasn't me. It was
Has
Josh
anybody?
Toth.
So people have been blowing them?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say, holy shit.
But if it was anybody, it would be Josh Toth.
Yeah,
the
he
guy's
is ripping it.
fucking on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt.
So where do you go from here? I mean, what's done is done. Obviously, nothing's going to change. Nobody's going to go back to this and be like, all right, well, we're going back. It's a 4-point difference. Whoever wins, wins. That's just not going to happen. That's just not the
You have
reality
to continue
we
to
live
think
in.
of it like that, though.
I mean, if really, at the end of the day, if you win, Ben gets third or further back, do you think that squashes it? Do you think if Ben wins, because if Ben finishes in front of you, whether it was a 4-point spread or it's an 8-point spread,
It's over.
it's over. It's a moot point.
Right.
At
But
that
if you
point,
win,
right?
Ben gets fifth.
Like really,
Moot
the only
point again.
the only scenario where it's like son of a bitch is that first and second place. If you get first, he gets second.
Or vice versa.
The only
Yeah,
way
yeah.
the way this gets worse, I can tell you how it gets worse. I win, he gets second.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
And
my
that's what we
point.
said.
Yeah.
That is
That's my point. Yeah.
like
The way it gets better,
I don't even want to fathom that happening, honestly, because it would be bad for.
the way it gets better, and I would say that Ben probably knows this as well. You know, I've thought about it like Ben might be riding for second place this weekend because that's what I did in West Virginia. I made a push at Ben. I cut it from 49 seconds down to 31, and I weeded my shit again. And I said, you know what? I can ride safe. I can ride for second, not knowing the penalty.
Right.
But as a smart rider and racer on the track, the best thing for Ben to do this weekend is ride for second.
Yeah.
If I'm leading.
If I get
I'm leading.
first, great.
Yeah, because a championship will be crowned that way.
Mm-hmm.
So
Do you think Ben wants to do that? I wish he was here to ask
I don't.
him.
So
I think
that's,
he's
that's,
call him.
That's where I'm going. That's where I'm going with this. Is I genuinely do not think that Ben wants to do that because
Yeah.
if he can beat me, I think he knows it and everybody else knows
Mm-hmm.
it. It will make it to where this argument doesn't stand
Yeah.
because if he
Then it's I beat him.
Yeah.
he beat me.
Then if I'm Ben, Ben's not the kind of guy to say this, but if Ben were Stu Baylor would say, "Well, hey Ben, you should have raced round one."
100%.
I mean,
and
it's
that's
harsh,
yeah.
but that's true.
And I can look back and I can say, you know what? I made that run out of him in West Virginia. I had a crash. I hit my head. I couldn't hardly see straight. But I could have pushed through it. I've done it before.
Now,
I could have found that extra little motivation, and I didn't because I knew there was still Ironman, and I knew that I needed to finish that race healthy. So,
And keep in mind, you didn't say anything about this. You put it on your Snapchat story, right? You had surgery the Tuesday before that race.
Yeah, I didn't
correct?
even know
Yeah,
about that until you said it on here.
And
still
you're
got-
on antibiotics.
I've still
and,
got stitches in right
Did you
here.
get stabbed again?
And you
Jeez.
were puking in your helmet all race.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was,
I mean-
it was tough. I mean, my knee was locked up, and there was nothing we could do. My surgeon back home got me in right after the GNCC, tried to straighten it up. Things weren't working, so we had to go with surgery. He got me in. Whenever we realized we were going to have to go with surgery, he got me in quick. We raced the National Enduro. We did the GNCC. We did everything we needed to do over those couple weeks with a knee that wasn't ideal. But I wanted to keep that a secret because I knew at the end of the day that is a weakness and that is a motivator to other
Blood in the
racers.
water.
It is. I mean, I can say here, and I'm not one of those people that gets motivated off somebody else's weakness because I've got enough of my own shit going on. I am there for me and me only.
I want a paycheck.
I'm not a team guy.
I want
dude.
as big a
Like,
paycheck as I can get.
If I was a team guy, I'd be
We've
playing
seen
football.
that actually.
Yeah, no, I'm not a team guy. I'd be kneeling for the flag and playing football, and that's not me. Like I'm American as hell, and I love racing. So
God bless.
yeah, damn right. So no, I like when when I see these riders, and I train kids throughout the week. We own the shoals. That's something that I work with a lot of people that are headstrong on certain things. They hear somebody had a big crash last week. They're a different racer that week on the practice track.
Oh,
These kids are
I
like
can beat him because he might be hurt.
100%.
And that is so true in the amateur level.
100%. And it goes all the way up to pros. And I don't know if Ben's that type or not, but I didn't.
I don't feel like he is.
He probably isn't. Ben, I think earlier this year, I was in his head. Early this season, when I put it on a couple races, he just instantly devastated. But Ben came back and became a headstrong rider.
He really, he kind of turned it around and really started putting it out there, not so much just riding the corporate train.
Well, what's interesting,
he was really going for
to
it.
piggyback off that with Ben. I did the Tuesday Toolbox with him this year for GNCC, and he flat said that. He said, early in the season, a lot of people don't realize, because Ben got successful quick, right? I mean, he's really not
Do
been
you remember at
XC1
6 days
guy.
when those kids just showed up as kids and we had no idea who they were?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, that was the craziest thing.
So he said, I've really not been doing this pro rider thing long. And he talked about the pressure that he felt early in this season, that he kind of over summer break had to, or earlier than that, but basically had to tell himself, like, okay, let's reel it in. Let's figure out why I'm racing. And I got to figure out how to go out there and, like, find myself and kind of block out everything else in my head and just go have fun, essentially. And I think he figured it out eventually, but it's made for an interesting one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and that was a big part with my earlier career as well. I could go to a local race, and as a 15-year-old kid, I could beat guys like Josh Strang, and back then, it was Josh Strang, Jesse Robinson, Glenn Kearney, and I was beating them as an A rider at locals. Not every weekend, but I could slip in. Rock House. I was 14 years old and beat all those guys.
Jesus, man.
And I'm like,
Thor, can you
I'm
do
the
that?
man.
You beat the no?
And then we turn around to the next GNCC, and I just line up for my first A class race, and I'm getting lapped on
Oh shit.
I'm getting beaten by the A class, and then getting lapped by all these guys that I was running with and able to beat at some of these Mid-East races.
GNCC is so different.
It really
It
is.
is.
So for me, I've been that like head weak guy, and I was strong in certain events, national enduros. I started winning when I was 15. So in my head, I'm the best. You can't tell me otherwise. At the end of the day, I've been riding the last few national enduros reserved. I know that I can beat those guys in my head, and I can pull it out when I need to, but I don't need to. And that's the difference in my early part of career as well, is I used to just race until I was on the deck.
Are you leading the
winning.
National Enduro points? I don't even know.
Yes.
Okay.
So
You're fast in Alabama. I know that.
I am, but I'm not going there to win. I got a 26-point lead.
Oh, geez.
There was a lot of luck along the way. Toth is riding really well this year. Like, I'm not taking anything away from Josh. He's riding phenomenal. There's 2 events that nobody could touch him.
Yeah.
There's other days. This past weekend in Oklahoma, I was riding way too conservative and still winning tests. And I'm like, what am I doing? Like, why am I doing this? And then I realized it's because you're older, you're more mature, and you know
And that
you
place
don't
is
have to win.
sketchy.
And so
I think that's something we've seen from Caleb the last few years as he was running pro class. Was you went from like seeing Caleb get out front and he's going to win the damn thing to where he was kind of he's still getting the wins, but he was managing his season. And I feel like Stu with 13 rounds this year, I think looking to 2022, I feel like you're that caliber of rider now that can say, yeah, I want to win the damn thing. I want to get my points up. But as the season progresses and the wear and tear of a 3-hour GNCC every other weekend, you can look back and say, I'm good with a second. I'm good with a third. I just need to make sure my bad days I'm still on the podium.
For someone who can't read a tape measure, he sure can calculate points awfully quickly.
That shit blows my mind, by the way.
At the end of the day, I come off as a dumb redneck, but I'm actually really dumb.
You said really dumb? Oh, my
okay.
God.
I got one. This was what I was hoping Ben was going to be here. I was hoping to sit both of you here and say, okay, so how bad would Caleb have beat both of you this year?
Oh, you dick.
I mean, Caleb and I are buddies, so I can talk shit all I want. I pretty much put him out of retirement. I pretty much put him into retirement.
Oh yeah, you're.
I mean, I was the guy that came back after summer break, and they got all their cool championship shirts, 7 for 7. Yes, he won it. He's a bad summer.
He's a
he's a
bad
bad
dude.
dude
Not
for sure.
arguing that. But I put him into retirement.
All right.
So, and at the flip side of it,
He's gonna love this. He might show up
From
on
what
Sunday.
I hear.
I can see
Wait,
Caleb
wait,
smirking
wait.
with the
He might
dimples
show
right
up
now.
on
Everybody shut
Sunday.
up. So, from what I hear, I was the one that put him into retirement. I might be the one that drags him out of
That's
retirement.
what I was getting ready to say.
We'll see. I've heard some rumors for Sunday. I've also heard that given the situation, those are now squashed.
Really?
That's what I heard. I don't know. That's through the grapevine.
Because
of what's going on with everything
with
with
a little
Ben.
bit better gap.
It's kind of like
And there's a lot
let's
of
not.
shit show, a lot of heat on.
Yeah,
But
let's not add
realistically,
fuel to the
though,
fire.
It could help either one of you depending on the situation.
Possibly, but who would? That
I know
help?
exactly. That's the best part of this.
Here's Stu Sunday morning. Listen, Lane Michael, I love you, brother. Mike Wachowski, I love you. You're running block for me all day. You make sure Ben Kelly finishes 4th or back.
Jordan, I know you like the mud, but
Yeah.
you got to let me beat you.
I mean, at the end of the day, there is good speculation that Toth can be paid off.
Oh, Jesus. Now Josh is like, son of a bitch. Why he's getting a stern talking to right
Oh
now.
man, I can
stern
hear.
talking
I can
to.
hear that conversation now.
Josh
Oh,
is pissed.
No.
He's like, God dang it.
No, I'm good friends with Josh. Like I said, I'm the type of person that doesn't know when to shut up. Didn't I say that?
Well, that's
earlier?
yeah, we know.
You guys
that-
cut this episode. Cut
No,
it.
we're-
before I
no,
say it.
No,
good,
we're
good.
rolling. We already had to delete one Iron Man episode. We're not deleting another. You know,
By the way, guys, I love
Oh, no.
I love the attire. Like, fuck.
oh yeah, I got my Bush
hey,
Heavy
hey,
hat.
Why is it called? What is this here?
Bush
Is
Heavy.
it a 514? What?
514 brand. That way.
Why wouldn't you be Baylor brand? It sounds way the hell better.
That's pretty
We'll
good,
change it.
actually.
I'll change it now. Done.
Changing it. I got
Baylor
my-
brand.
I've seen a
was
few
just-
comments.
You can make drug rugs
I've
or
seen
whatever Mikey's whatever.
No, listen. This is my Big Lebowski cardigan. It's like the
It
dude.
is.
Yeah,
Wow.
It's
it ties
something.
the rug ties the room together. but-
So before are you guys supposed to interview this tall weird?
No, he's
kid?
already been interviewed once.
We've
today.
talked to Hunter 1,000 times.
Oh, okay.
Just hang on, wait right there. We'll close it out with Hunter. We'll powwow with Hunter real quick.
So that's
But-
what I was wondering. Like, if you guys need to wrap it up because this, I don't know what he's doing over here. He's pacing back. He's making. me
He's
nervous.
just like
He's always pacing.
yeah.
We're going to talk about his. Let me ask you something. You have any weird superstitions?
I used to when I was younger.
Really? And you kind of, I'm good.
Left sock first, right knee brace first.
This is
2 Red
is
Bulls
Hunter
before
Hart.
5 hour.
Dinner, Red Bull. So quick story. The reason I'm a Red Bull guy is 2007 Orange Crush.
I just got nervous that Monster was a Yamaha. That's Supercross.
No, that's
okay, you're
Supercross.
fine.
You're
No,
good.
I
No, I'm the.
just wanted
I'm
to
the
cover
only-
your ass.
I'm an energy drink guy.
Okay.
Like 100%. I mean, I was drinking Adrenalines today, Monsters today. I'm a deer hunter as well, so I get up really early and
How
I'm
are
a
you
Crown
not
drinker.
just, shaking? Smooth
Steady.
operator. That's
Because
incredible.
I drink
Oh, you got to balance. Life is about balance.
smooth,
Like Keith Stone.
smooth like Keith Thone.
Oh boy.
So no, a couple weeks ago, I got
Yeah.
to meet my childhood idol, probably everybody's childhood
Yeah.
idol.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'd met him a few times. I ran across him in 2007. He had this kicker set up. I could tell you way too many details. It's kind of weird. So I'm
That's
not gonna be
okay.
that
I
So-
get it. You can geek out over
Yeah,
him. It's
it's-
totally reasonable and not even a problem.
Yeah, it's actually kind of weird. Like whatever. Is that- So I drank a Red Bull in 2007. I almost won the overall from the 12-13 Super Mini class, and I was the younger. I was the 12-year-olds in that class. I remember I was going after Walker Fowler that day, and I was closing the gap majorly.
Is he going to show up on a bike too now to help you?
I was gonna say, want to preface. This was for
I saw
those
he
out
was in a
there. This
deer
was on
stand.
bikes.
I saw he's in a deer stand. He's trying to.
He's
trying
really
to keep up with
trying. He's
Daddy
growing a
here.
Yeah.
beard.
Yeah, I see that. He's trying to keep up with it with what I'm laying.
He's
down.
like, all right, this Yamaha guy's getting too much of the Yamaha attention.
Yeah, we're gonna have
coming
to,
after
we're gonna
your
have to
ass.
go back because I was the Yamaha guy first.
Yeah.
So like we got to take this guy.
It makes sense.
So, no, I can remember. So he used to actually, for the people that don't remember, a badass on a motorcycle. Won the GNCCs in 2007.
Yep.
Won like 7 of 9 rounds that he lined up to in the youth. And then he signed his Yamaha deal, which allowed him to race bikes and quads. But anyways, long story short, I'm going after him. I get a Red Bull from Travis Pastrana.
Coolest thing ever.
Where at?
At Orange Crush.
Oh,
GNCC.
yeah. Okay.
He had his little kicker set up.
Yep.
And I am down there, and I'm like cracking my Red Bull open on the line, and Mom and Dad are like,
That's where the addiction started.
"Oh, you're okay." I crushed the race. After
Of
that,
course.
crushed it, annihilated it. I have not missed a single race without having an energy drink prior. I'm not going to tell you exactly.
Did you tell Travis this
I
while you
did.
were?
I-
Yeah, of
I
course.
thought
did.
I had your formula figured out because I did pretty decent in enduro a couple years ago, and I'm like, I'm going to take the Baylor approach.
And then you got sick.
No, I was good,
See?
dude.
See?
It was
Lord
It
help.
was 2 8-ounce Red Bulls and a 5-hour energy, and then another 8-ounce Red Bull at the lunch stop.
Yeah, absolutely. You got
Woof.
it. You crushed it.
Your poor insides.
Oh, I was good,
I say, as I'm the fat ass sitting here.
dialed.
You know?
I mean, it does work.
No, I
Jesus.
mean, by the way,
I think better for enduros than GNCCs though.
it is. Energy drink guys, I am the only guy. These guys are all pedal pussies, I call them, or pedal pushers. I mean, I said that wrong. Pedal pushers. They're like cyclists and they're fit. All these guys back here on Pro Row, they're big into training. I'm big into energy drinks. So energy
Perfect.
drinks. I've got a helmet that we can make some cool stuff on.
Do it for the
whatever.
dad bods. You know?
I've got that rocking,
Jesus.
brother.
Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
What was so you go out, you go to Travis Pastrana's. There are a few moments
I got sidetracked.
like
I got ADD
yeah.
again,
We'll
but
let you get back, but like my
The
point
Red
of that
Bull really
is
got to you.
there are some things that you experience in life where you try to play it cool, right?
You just
And
can't.
then you're like, no, this is badass. Like when I got to interview Chad Reed during Promoto out here,
I was
there
giving
was
you so much.
there was
crap
part,
for
and I'm
that.
not a huge Chad Reed fan, but
It's Chad Reed.
it's Chad fucking Reed, man. So I'm like, all right, play it cool, be cool, be cool. And then I'm in the radio station, and then as soon as the interview's over, I'm like, all right, Chad, I gotta have a picture, dude. I try to play it cool, but I gotta have a picture with you. And he's like, yeah, that's fine.
He's probably
So-
like, stop fucking hugging me, mate.
Yeah, stop hugging me, mate. Yeah, exactly. But there are those moments, and I feel like Pastrana would be one of those guys that I would love to try and play it cool. Like, yeah, I'm hanging out at Pastrana land, but no, it's fucking cool.
It took me 2 days before I finally admitted that it was cool.
Exactly.
I mean, I sent some Snapchats to people. Like, I pull in the gate and I'm
Yeah.
like, this is the shit we watched. Like, I'm sending it to all my buddies.
Yeah.
Like, my mechanic, Corey McDonald, best friends since we were kids. So I'm pulling in and I'm like, this is the stuff that we watch. Like, view after view after
Oh,
view.
yeah.
And I'm like circling the camera around. I'm like, this is the foam pit. This is the skate park.
Lori Shaver, she just said, I hugged him. There you go.
I tried to kiss him, and that's why he made me leave.
It makes sense. You know, most people take their babies to like a priest or the Pope is a big deal. Stu Baylor baptized his son in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Pastrana. Like, there's literally a picture of
Dipped
Stu's
him in a
baby,
big vat of Red Bull.
big vat of Red Bull, and into the foam pit. And here we go. He's, Jesus. All right. Anyways, talk about this experience.
So we get there, and I was thinking, like, all right, number one, play it cool, because I've had people that are annoying to me, and I'm just thinking, like, he's got 500 times those people.
Oh,
So-
yeah. No,
so I'm
it's
like, don't be gay. Like, don't do that. Wahlberg just shut us down again, didn't he?
It's fine.
yeah, Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg.
We're done.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, Mark Wahlberg's a pretty good dude. He's from
Yeah.
Boston.
Like
but
Big
he's
John's
all right.
even walking out the door.
Yeah. You upset
He's a
Big John.
movie star, Facebook, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, so actually, I got a text prior to the event saying that I should bring Big John to be my babysitter, and
listen.
not to do anything stupid. I backflipped on day one.
Oh, Jesus.
If you notice, that video was taken down shortly after my dumbass posted it.
Oh, my God. That's fantastic. though.
Who made the call in to take that sucker down?
My mechanic.
Really?
He told me no. He said, "Are you serious?"
But you did it, so why would you have to take it down?
I still sent it to him, but I mean, I
Right.
wanted to post it, and then he said we just don't need to start any drama. So I mean, there's obviously like a big conspiracy theory. You know, the rumors are I'm getting fired from Yamaha for doing this.
Really?
Yeah,
oh,
that's
because
what
of
I
Josh
heard
Hill
today.
20 years ago?
That's what I heard. What?
That
remember-
was the
yeah.
rumor like 20
Oh.
years ago.
Yeah. So I hear this rumor, and I'm like, no, No, like I was on the phone with like all the guys at Yamaha today, but whatever. Like cool. So no, I was not supposed to do anything stupid because of the championship chase, my knee situation, and all the other things going on, and obviously fresh stitches in my knee.
Which nobody knew about,
So,
except for you.
but it's Travis Pastrana.
Yeah, you don't
have to
pass up
reiterate?
that opportunity.
Your little stitches in the knees do nothing for his knees.
Exactly.
Bingo.
I'm watching him, and his legs are crooked.
Right.
He's like, yeah, I broke this patella plateau like 16 times. I have no meniscus when I
Oh,
was 12.
Jesus.
I'm like, yeah, so about that backflip, I think I'm going to hit it now. Is that cool?
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, exactly.
So, no, it was the coolest thing. Like, you think when you grow up watching these videos that it is hyped up for the video. Because when the camera comes out, I sometimes do some more stupid stuff that I probably shouldn't do because the camera's out.
Right.
These guys, it's not that way. You show up, you roll in the yard, you don't have enough time to throw your vehicle in park, and Travis meets you at the door and he says, yo, my wife said that I'm not as fast as I think I am, and I'm not allowed to ride if you're here. And I said, oh, well, perfect. My wife didn't even want me to show up here because we were planning on doing something stupid. He said, you got a helmet?
Maybe.
It's easy to get to? And I said, and I'm like running back like a little kid. Yeah, no problem.
Sure, Mr. Pastrana, sir.
Yes, sir. So, is this Queer Park? And he's like, put the fucking helmet on. Let's go.
Let's go.
Are we riding? And I said, what about what your wife said? He said, what about what your wife said? It's like, it's like the Hillary Duff for her. Like this
Bingo.
is like done.
Did we just become
Let's go.
best friends?
And you know, it's funny. You can totally picture all of that going exactly like that too.
Yeah, like I'm doing, you know, the fast walk, like the fast walk where you're not trying to bob
Right,
and like
yeah.
almost jog,
Yeah, you're
like
just like
you're trying to keep your upper body still.
Yeah.
Like that's me going to get my helmet. I'm like,
Speed walking.
throwing it on. It doesn't even have one of the cheek pads in it, and I'm just
Good enough.
we're
We're going.
We're rolling, and I get in this UTV, the most terrifying thing ever. But I'm not the type that's going to say no go. Like it's funny. My wife got in the UTV with him, and she comes back smiling ear to ear. She's happy as hell. He goes, "You got yourself a keeper there. She's a crazy one."
Oh, that's fantastic. That's the greatest compliment ever.
I'm like, crazy, huh?
Are you hitting on my wife?
How long were you guys out there?
Oh, no. Yeah, exactly. Jesus.
No, it was like wide open the time we get there. I get back on the UTV, everybody's gearing up. They're like, let's go ride. We go ride. I figure out like the backstory on the place. We jump in the foam pit. We are drinking by midday.
That is one thing that gets
Never
left
stops.
out of those videos.
That's true.
So
Wait, am I not supposed to talk about
no,
this?
it's okay. I've brought this up before
discussed
too.
I have I'm just saying that if Jade, we find out, 8-9 months from now, she's with child.
It's
and
really
that thing
tall
is,
and skinny.
If it's doing
With
backflips
crooked
in the
knees.
womb,
Yeah.
we know whose baby that is.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I
just FYI.
She did say.
If it has a big grizzly beard, it's yours.
she
But
did say she had a tummy ache.
there you go. Bingo.
Oh my gosh.
A Pastrana's brewing.
No, so like the entire week was cool as hell. Like some GNCC guys there were there. Corey Steed was there. She was out there trying to talk shit, and I had to show her up. That was
That
the
sounds
majority of
possible.
the reason that I did a backflip, because
She hasn't yet.
Well, she did.
I think
Oh,
she
she
did.
did
Yeah.
do
she
one finally?
did it in less tries than I did, but I did it first, so it doesn't matter.
Perfect.
So I was the demonstration dummy. Nobody did it before. I didn't get to see anybody do it. I just went straight to it, like no hesitation.
Oh, my
No
God.
pre-runs, just went straight for it because I didn't want.
You
it's-
almost street bike Tommy'd over the foam pit, didn't you?
Dude, the worst thing about Street Bike Tommy, I had a long conversation with this super cool overweight guy, kind of resembles me maybe in 30 years. 20
Ouch,
years.
man. That hurts.
And he's aged a lot. Like, no offense if he ever sees this. Like,
He's very intellectual.
I didn't realize it was him, and I'm
Right.
like, so I walk away, and I'm like, hey, we got to go. Like, we're in the Bay Area. We got to get crab cakes. This guy, that guy over there said that I needed to go here. And they're like, oh, Tommy, and I'm like, yeah, Tommy. They said Street Bike Tommy, and I was like,
Really?
you're literally hanging out with all the guys that you watched growing up, and it's mind blowing. Like the pit bike races, the pole that's been covered because too many people have hit it, the little electric scooter races. I ran into a wall so hard I thought I broke something. I blew a stitch out of my knee.
Oh, nice.
I can talk about it now.
Dear God.
I can talk about it now that everything's kind of said and done. But like, I mean, I was backflipping bicycles into the indoor foam pit, landed on a pedal. Of all places for the pedal to land, exactly on the new stitch, blew that thing out. I already discussed it with my surgeon. He said, all right, well, we'll take care of it.
How do you tell a surgeon? You're like, all right, listen.
You
have you
preface it
ever
with, I was
heard
with Travis
of
Pastrana.
Travis Pastrana,
Exactly.
Nitro Circus, jackass. To your point about Tommy looking old, Johnny Knoxville talked about this one time. He's like, we did the show, and then we did the movies, and then it was like several years in between movies, and he's like, it's been like 7 years. And when they released like Jackass 3, he's like, everybody saw like the cast of Jackass and like, you guys got fucking old. And he's like, well, yeah, we did. It's been like 10 years.
But we all got old at the same time.
Yeah, but we're still watching all those old footage of
The
Travis and
problem
those
is,
guys.
It's really us kind of deflecting because
Also true.
We don't really want to admit that we're that old.
Yeah. I look at pictures and videos from 2017 at GNCC and I'm like, what the fuck happened to me? I got so fat. What the hell?
Same.
Damn it. I don't know.
You're almost back to your XC2 fighting weight.
I'm
fighting
right
weight.
at it.
Yeah.
I'm like 4 pounds shy of it.
I can believe it.
What do
No.
you weigh?
224 pounds.
I got
So
you.
what do you got to run, like a 5.2 shock spring?
It's heavy. It's a semi.
I was
It's
going to
heavy.
say, yeah, you're getting
It's
it
a
from
semi-
Caterpillar.
After the race, they put it on the rig to get them home. Yeah, that's fantastic. Jesus Christ. I'm at 243, baby.
It's actually Leaf Springs, but whatever.
Oh, man.
Jesus. We put him on the Kenworth on the way home. On Dylan's Kenworth.
Yeah.
Dylan,
there
there you go, dude.
You talking about Captain Dan?
Captain Dan?
He looks like
my
Lieutenant
God,
Dan.
Or Lieutenant Dan. Lieutenant Dan, sorry.
He got his legs.
So a couple weeks ago, where's Lieutenant Dan, OG?
Lieutenant Dan OG.
You mean
I
Joe
don't know
Dirt?
that.
He's gone.
He's out.
Did
I
Adam
told him-
leave?
Yeah.
He's
So-
gone.
Oh, he had a conference call.
So,
What?
yeah,
Oh,
and-
no, that's the conference call that's going to get
probably
us shut
about us.
down.
Oh, shit. What kind of conference call? Is it our conference call? Okay, we're screwed. All right, say whatever you want. This is it.
All right, we're getting shut down.
All
10
right.
minutes. So anybody got any questions in the next few minutes? Let's see what we got on.
You got to tap it. All right,
we haven't really
let's-
seen any questions.
fire. If you got some questions for Stu, fire them in there, and we'll see if we can ask a few. How long are you on Yamaha? Are you on Yamaha next year?
Yes,
Are you on Yamaha 2023?
possibly.
Okay, that's
It's
fair
not.
enough.
We're not signed, but I'm really meshing with the motorcycle.
You and Corey are well. DQ, you've talked about this. That's like you guys should have been together.
That's what
years ago.
I've said that. Yeah, like since forever that you guys should have been working together. It just makes sense. And you have to have Todd cooking random ass
But does it?
wildlife.
Because like sometimes you go with your best buddy and like shit doesn't work all the time.
No,
there
it's
is
been really
always
good.
been that side of it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is, and I was kind of worried about that. Like I was kind of worried that it may drive a wedge between Corey and I, but he's as big of an asshole as I am.
Right.
At the end of the day, we're both really approachable, very nice guys. Like he's way more easygoing than I am. I lose my shit sometimes on race day, so he can take a lot more than I can, which is
And
good.
being the mechanic, you have to be
Yeah.
able to do that.
Yeah, so,
especially
like-
if he like dumps gas in your
and
nuts
he-
or lets you run out of gas.
True.
Or leaves your drain
Stop-
plug loose.
stop
Stuff
talking.
like
Stop.
that.
At
Stop
the
talking, you're screwing
ISDE.
yourself.
It's fine.
But no,
that's why I'm retired.
so Corey and I have been really good buddies for a long time.
They
and it
want us
just
to
works out.
shotgun beers.
Ugh.
I've got to take a
Do
piss
shotgun
before
beer,
I do
shotgun
that.
Beer.
DQ, can you hold this down for a second? I think we
beer.
Shotgun a
it.
Red Bull on the line tomorrow. The line tomorrow's not going to do anything.
Stu a liberal.
All
Let's
right.
go, Brandon.
You guys talk about. I got to piss. I'm gonna pee, and then we'll shotgun beers and call. Or DQ, you can.
Are you
handle
gonna have
this,
any
right?
hats for sale at Ironman?
Dylan, you want to fill in on this?
Shitty emo.
Yeah, get
music
Hunter
in
Hart
my
over
riding
here.
videos. I don't do the video. I don't do the
Or-
music
or
with my
Tim.
videos. Oh no. Oh no, the police are here. Guys, shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down.
Yeah, where is the burnout box?
Can we do burnouts on the road? Is that possible? Burnouts on the road? Tim, I'd like to top my burnout from Snowshoe.
He's got me a burnout box.
Do we? Can we fit an ATV on it?
It's 4x4.
We can. Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
Hunter
What are you
Hart,
looking at
XC1 ATV racer. Did you win any races this year yet?
Yeah, the first one back from summer break.
Nice job. Congratulations. See,
Shot
I
down
don't
a
follow
beer.
quad racing. I apologize. I just don't.
I've got a bet going currently.
Is there going to
on,
be Stu hats at Ironman?
titles for
Absolutely.
if this guy over here can get it together? You know, I've got
Yeah.
a dollar bet going.
Dollar bet?
Dollar bet.
Okay. If
But
he wins,
I've got 5-1 odds on it. So if he wins,
you get 5.
I get 5.
So did you only do $1? Did you do $5 or $50?
I did just $1. Stu said I should top it to 20, but I'm glad I didn't top it to 20 currently.
Who is taking these bets? I need to get in on it.
I can't share yet.
Oh, well, what the? We got to get in on it and get the odds better.
All right, here's
can't
the
share that.
situation. So there's another team that's already tried to take me out of the championship. Can you tell me who's giving you these odds? Because I need
Team
to
that's
make some
taking you out
money
of the
right now.
championship? Do they have a semi?
We don't have any of those on ATV Pro,
No,
bro.
no. I'm trying to. Essentially, I'm looking for a backup plan. Like if Ben's in second, I can easily let him around. If it's 5-1 odds,
Oh,
if
okay.
it's 5-1 odds, I can let somebody go. I mean, I've got to make some kind of money here.
So you're getting in on the backside
I'm gonna put-
bet.
I'm gonna put
You're
10
pulling the
grand.
Chad Reed.
I'll put 10 grand on myself.
Do you
for
have
the
one of
lose.
those insurance policies on you not winning the title?
Maybe that's what I should do.
That's what you should do.
Backflips all day. No rear fenders.
Yeah.
No rear fenders and front fenders.
You should just start the race
if
without
you win,
the fender.
If you win this weekend and you don't loop out, if you don't, I am seriously going to come to your podium and rip you off the podium and throw rotten fruit at you.
The problem is, though, that if we loop out, it's a grab bar, it's a subframe, it's rear fenders, it's
It's
a
the
pipe.
same
I
thing
snapped
on
my
his bike.
handlebars, ripped my subframe off. Dude, what do you want? Where do you want
His
to start?
gas tank
we
is
done it
his
6 times.
subframe. It's way
could,
worse.
we could take out a crowd, though. You know, you kind of flop over. We kind of like
Pull
go
back on it.
go in a direction.
You
Tether
guys aren't
cord.
strong enough to pull back on it. You
Tether
just
cord.
Pull back.
Pull back. Just backflip it.
You just you step off the back, and then
Has anybody done the like surfer through the finish line where they stand up and hit their head on the finish line thing and fall off?
I don't think so.
You
Miguel's
should do
done it
that.
at the start. It's possible.
You should do that. Just stand on your seat, hit your head, and fall off the back.
That'd be exciting.
would be.
$100 if you win, and you can come through, jump off the seat, and hold on to the finish.
Oh,
line
that would
for
be
a swing.
cool too. That's a way better
That'd be
idea.
exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a way. Yeah, hang on there.
I'd do it for $100 for sure.
We got $200.
$200 on that.
$200.
So
I think we. Yeah, you got to win though. It doesn't matter if you get
Yeah.
second or whatever.
I mean, this is where
I think
had
we got
our
a couple
rookie
$100
win.
of another. We got a couple more
Done.
$100.
This is where we had our rookie win in 19.
Oh, I remember. You're
the mud.
muddier than hell. I'm running over there. You're.
I see rain in the
What
forecast.
happened?
mainly
What
for us,
happened?
but
I mean, I'd be content if it didn't pour for us. I'd be okay with some prime conditions for here.
it's gonna be train ruts for you guys either way because the dirt's
'Cause
so
it's a
good here.
four-wheeler.
Yeah, like it's gonna be
That's right.
rutted out. Either way, wet or dry, they get the same conditions.
Yeah.
We get the sickest conditions ever. Whether
Here?
it's a mudder or dusty race, I have the most fun at this track of any.
Here.
of them. Absolutely.
It is like my
Ironman.
least favorite one.
Dude, this is
I would rather
Ironman.
race. I would line up on his four wheeler
Here,
100
trade-
times over
Trade me out 'cause
than
I
race
need
a
it.
bike here again.
You go pee.
Let's go. Let's do it. I mean, I'm sure we can find you a quad.
Oh, I know. I'm sure we can,
All
but
right.
what the hell? Stu's out?
No. He's gonna go pee.
Oh,
but I think
okay.
we are getting close to closing it out.
Oh,
but
okay.
what I
That's
want
fine.
to do. By the Jesus, can you hear in these? Is his ears okay?
I don't know.
This hurts.
Well,
I mean, today the radio
he-
station was loud, so I'm still
It was
recovering from
probably
that.
yours. Hunter Hart did the radio show with us. Stu will be back. We're going to close the show out when he gets back, and I think we're going to shotgun beers.
okay.
And whoever the hell is in here that wants to shotgun a beer, that's how we'll close the damn thing
I
out.
like that.
So if you got a beer, I've got one there.
I'll have to get a fresh one, but
You want to do a gumball head?
Ooh,
You want
that'd
to
be
shotgun
gnarly,
a
but I
gumball
guess
head?
I'm gonna have to.
I needed a pocket knife. I don't have my pocket knife.
Stu's
on me.
definitely got
I
one.
guarantee you that, hillbilly. Hey, Lucas Grounds. Hi, how you doing, buddy?
Hey,
I'm sure you could
What's
use a
up?
tape
Drive
measure as
that
well.
sucker in
It
here. That
looks-
door will
oh,
open.
perfect. It looks close.
I got you. Okay, so we got a pocket knife. Fling. Ooh, that needs some oil. Hunter Hart did the radio with me this morning, or this evening, 5 o'clock. You did a fantastic job.
Thank you.
Hunter
Thank you.
Hart. Can we talk about that one superstition? Are you comfortable with that?
Yeah, why not?
what is this?
Listen to this. Hunter Hart is a superstitious fella,
So usually
And,
we've started out where like at first it was because there's nowhere to pee on the starting line usually.
Right.
Usually Rodney would yell 10 seconds, and I'd end up just having to piss my pants. So I'd basically just piss my pants on the starting line.
Yeah.
And ironically, as Stu was talking about Travis earlier, Travis one year in Florida stopped his race mid-race, stopped to pee, and I'm like, I'm never doing that. I'm like, no way.
Not stopping mid-race.
Never, no way. And
So
I
you
mean,
pee your pants every race still.
pretty much,
Bingo.
yeah.
Nice.
Just about.
You pee. Thad pukes.
He pees his pants. I mean, can we think about this? DQ, how would you feel running a... are those warm? Because that'd be actually perfect. Okay, they're cold. That's fine.
I mean, I puke
Can
too,
you
though.
imagine peeing your pants and then going out there and riding your dirt
Before.
in your pants?
You have no
it's normal.
choice.
Yeah,
Have
it's-
you ever shit your pants
no,
during a race?
No, that's hardcore.
That's
too-
happened, but
Lucas has.
Yeah.
Hands are going up. Hands
Lucas
are
definitely
going up.
has.
Yeah, look at.
Thor
I mean,
Powell.
it must
Lucas
be. Yeah,
People,
I mean,
they have,
it happened. I mean, what do you think they do in space? What do you think astronauts do?
well, they poop and it floats.
Exactly. But how are they getting it out of the suit?
Well, you just shove it out into the end of the
So then
space.
it's on your hand, though.
Well, they've got wipes, I'm sure.
Hey,
They're
you know, you got
astronauts.
wipes.
Yeah,
Astro wipes.
they're astronauts. We can ask, what's that asshole that runs Amazon? Jeff Bezos. We can ask Jeff Bezos.
I'd prefer Elon Musk.
All right.
What is this?
Oh, Thad Duvall sending videos. Is this your trail cam or his?
No, that's his. What's that one's name? He's got to have some
That's
ridiculous
impressive.
West Virginia name for that thing.
Oh, he's going up there getting them some persimmons.
That's Triple Time Rusty Johnson Jr. the Fourth.
That's it. Stu, anything you want to add?
Let's hear it, Stu.
This weekend, buy some Baylor heavy apparel. I have got 100 hard.
Those
koozies.
aren't going to last
I've
5
got-
minutes.
I know. I've got flannels. I've
Baylor
got
heavy. Oh,
tape
jeez.
measures.
Will you? All right. Let me ask this. If people bring a tape measure, will you sign it for them?
Sign it. I'll do better than that. I'll put a sticker on it that says Baylor Heavy right on the side.
Ooh, it is a good
for official
spot
track
for a-
marking.
It is the right size.
And
Oddly
it's
enough.
blue. It's blue and white.
It's
Dude,
odd.
These are Yamaha. These are Yamaha blue tape measures.
That's true. And they got Hunter Hart on them. These are your
I did see
sponsored.
that. I like
Hunter
the.
Hart.
He must pick those up from Walmart.
All right.
Is that your brand?
I don't want to get too
I've seen it
serious,
there
but I'll get
before.
I'm not superstitious, but I'm a little stitious.
I heard they are out of 25-foot tape measures at
Walmart's
Walmart,
like,
actually.
man, we're moving through these this weekend. Home Depot's calling corporate. We need more 25-foot tape measures immediately.
That was my 10th one. I told my wife I was getting 10.
I know. All right, not to get too serious, but a little serious. I know there's been a lot of shit talking on social media, both ways. I think you want a good, clean race. You don't want your fans out there, for lack of a better term, fucking with Ben, right?
Yeah.
Both ways, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, Ben is a good dude. Ben stayed at my house this year. Like, that's what most people don't understand. Like, Ben and I are buddies. All these guys, you know, I'll bash on any one of those XC1 guys because I feel like I'm personally friends with every single one in XC1 and a lot of the XC2 guys. So, no, clean racing. That's what I want to see. At the end of the day, I want the results to speak for themselves. I will come out and I will say Ben had me covered at West Virginia. I gave everything I had. I spent an entire lap with everything I had to get a 15-second gain on him just to weed myself because I was riding over my head. At that moment, I knew he had me covered. I gave up because I as a racer thought we've still got Ironman. So I can kick myself for that because I didn't make another push, but Ben had me covered, I think, either way. He was riding so well there. He rode really well there last year. He beat me there last year, obviously a technicality, and that's where this whole thing came back on. But, no, Ben and I are buddies. At the end of the day, he wants to win. I want to win. This is a life-changing event for probably him. And, you know, at the end of the day, if he wins, it is what it is. You know, we go on, we race each other next year. So have at it. The fans, you guys are awesome. I'm glad you guys had my back. 100%. You guys were phenomenal. So many people out there. The Busch Light drinkers. Yeah.
We're gonna get you boys on here.
The Brandon fans. The Brandon fans have been phenomenal. We're going off the hill climb on Saturday because Brandon is coming up the hill.
Ooh, I think that's it. We got to go out on that, right? That's a mic drop.
Why
Yeah.
not? I
All
mean,
right,
I don't.
all right.
I can't top
Yeah, I
anything
was
of what
today.
Stu said.
He's
Listen, I'm not going to pressure you. Do you want to you want to shotgun a beer?
No.
I didn't think so. He doesn't drink, and I'm okay with
That's
it.
fine.
I'm not pressuring you.
We made a deal.
We did. We made a deal. If Hunter Hart wins Saturday, he said he'd do a shot with me, and the guy's never had an effing tenderloin
that'll
sandwich.
be great.
He's never had a tenderloin sandwich, and he's never
What?
had gravy. He's had biscuits.
He's
never had
sponsored
gravy.
by Outback Steakhouse.
Well, they don't sell bloomin' gravy.
Yeah,
It's bloomin' onions.
But he probably hasn't had any of that either. He's probably had freaking the chicken. No, not even chicken tenders.
Oh, my
Freaking tuna in a
God.
fucking pouch.
Ribeye.
That's possible.
Ribeye medium with steakhouse mac and cheese and a sweet potato.
I do love a ribeye. That's
It's
my
phenomenal.
preference.
It's phenomenal.
All right.
I'm actually leaving on that.
Okay, but we're gonna close out with a shotgun to beer.
Yeah.
We're gonna get anybody out there that's got a beer with them. You
this
just
is
got to
gonna be a
make
terrible
sure.
idea.
You got to make sure we make sure we leave Tom's Marine clean. Dylan, are you good to close this out after we shotgun a beer? DQ and I will say something real quick afterward.
We're gonna say stuff. Or are we done?
I think. All right. Let me thank the sponsors. While these guys are getting ready behind us,
Yeah, there's a lot of people involved in this.
there's too many people, and we're going to call it good. Just spilt some Dr.
geez,
Pepper.
Now we've ruined Tom's Marine.
Hey, we want to thank. Who the hell do we
Tom's
want to
Marine.
thank? Tom's Marine Sales for hosting us. We
Fly
want to thank
Racing.
Fly Racing. Visit flyracing.com. Visit Tom's Marine to get your fly gear or spikes.
Or Spikes.
Want to thank Spikes
Yep.
for the Arrive and Ride with
Yes,
Lucas
for
Grounds.
wherever he
who's
is over there, you can
yonder.
film over there. No worries. Not.
Who else have we got? We've got,
We got Phoenix Handlebars,
Phoenix
Sick
Handlebars, Sick Wicks. Check out
9-2, or Let's Go Brandon.
the Let's Go Brandon official eye gear of 9-2 crew, and Magna One.
Yes.
I didn't mention Magna One.
Poor Freedom, poor Magna
Magna
One.
One. I'm
and
calling it
Jordan
now.
likes the mud.
Jordan Ashburn taking first place. Who has the most traction?
Who has the most traction? I'm just going to leave it on that.
I think it's Trojan.
Oh my
Trojan
gosh.
gets the most traction.
All right, we're gonna call it on that.
I'd like to go on record and say Stu is 60 pounds heavier than I am. I'm 165
yeah, but your
pounds.
quad's 900 pounds
True.
heavier than his bike.
All right, let's shotgun some beers. Who else wants to? All right,
Ugh, all
that's
right.
it for words. We're gonna shotgun.
you, sir.
These are cold as hell. We're gonna
the
shotgun. You
fucking-
want a
here,
bush?
Poke the fucking hole in this.
They're
damn
all
thing.
cold. Yeah, I know. They're all cold. DQ, are you done? Are we done talking?
Yeah, we're done talking. I'm just waiting on somebody to get fucking freshly prepped
That-
beer here.
hey,
There we
get
go. Now
a
we're talking.
get a shot of this guy's hat. Get a shot of this guy's hat.
Oh my! All right, this has turned into a train wreck quick.
All right. We're done with words. We'll see you
All
guys
right,
this
we'll see you.
weekend.
Yeah.
You guys be
Is
nice.
everybody
Which
go-
camera
Are you
we
going to
looking at?
Iron Man? Is any of these people going to Iron Man even?
You going?
See y'all.
All right. See ya.
Told you.
I told you I was bad. Oh, that's cold.